So I'm working on operating with minimal notes with this current setup, and that it takes me, I can't quick click like I usually do, so it's fairly limited. My apologies. I'll do the best I can. I know this is sort of a big, epic scene here where they're infiltrating. The party is infiltrating this gala for Queen Nobelle Emriel on behalf of Queen Elindra of Evernight in the Feywild, Kingdom of Evernight. They have to do it without any ties back to Elindra, who's also attending the ball, to find out whether or not Queen Nobella Emriel is being shady or not. She's offering assistance. So just, let's sign a treaty and I'll have a bunch of my military come into your lands and help defend off the Fomorian Empire. She's like, there's a new queen. I just want to either prove or disprove, that I've got this bad vibe. Check out her vibe. Bad vibe. For those of you that watch TikTok. And here they are. So it's this sort of a bit of political intrigue and sneaking in to this gala or having invitations, but sneaking about to find information. Whew, I'm going to do the best I can here. So everyone arrived separately, one after another, through the portal at the end of last session, each being introduced on their own and led into the party. They did notice as the last of them entered this huge gala. I don't have any images, but a beautiful gala. It's Feywild, so there's a bunch of, the big masks and very exotic and eccentric costumes and such. Way across the floor, the gala floor here, a couple of people parted. And for anyone that has seen Ormia, which I don't think is many in the group currently, Zaga's not here. So just Thaxel. So Thaxel saw the form that Nobella shifted into before continuing to shift up into her lich form, recognizing her as Nobella, aka Ormia Emriel, and verifying that it is in fact one and the same. However, there is a lot of noise in here, pleasant party noise. There's a band playing upbeat bardic music and a lot of people talking and conversing. There's really isn't shouting or fighting or anything like that. It's very upper class, highbrow sort of affair. So there's a dance floor. A lot of people are doing a very timed, clearly a traditional dance to the music. And tables set up with food and drink and people talking, little standing tables that are circular, only maybe 3 feet wide, but stand up about 4.5 feet. So you can stand at them 5 feet and eat right there and talk without requiring seats. Beautiful chandeliers hang up above and flowing drapes that are a bunch of different colors that match and blend perfectly with the rest of the room. The chandelier, the largest chandelier in the very center above the ballroom, slowly rotates. It's not connected to anything if you look way up. It's not actually connected into the ceiling. It hovers there and has a slow rotation, which offers very small, beautiful, entrancing, dancing lights with refractions and reflections across the room as it spins and rotates. So you've all sort of headed off into the party. Do you want to go your separate ways per any plan, or do you want to gather back together? I think you all said you want to go, you want to stay separate to not draw attention.
Actually, Amy was going with Mavriel, and Thaxel was going with Marcon.
Okay.
Thaxel's on Marcon's shoulder.
Yep. As what's that little furry creature called?
Stoat.
A stoat.
I am a cute.
That's right.
I'm a cute white stoat with a brown marking across my eyes, kind of like a mask.
She's my emotional support stoat.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. And I'm pretty sure, as I saw Nobella, that she's gonna dig, not so much that it's gonna hurt, but she's gonna dig her claws.
Oh, I got shoulder pads on. I don't even feel
Oh, good. Then she's gonna kind of stop.
Nice.
Because she's trying not to show her emotions.
Mm-hmm. What's that angry stoat doing over here?
I don't know how to sound.
Your stoat name is Remy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Remy. Yeah, okay.
Yes, but you don't have to say that out loud. And
oh no, I'll just it's just like, oh, this is my stowed Remy.
Nice.
Can you feed does your biology change? Can you feed a stoat wine?
I'm sure I can.
Yeah, I think it does. The physical attributes.
Oh, it does. So
you
can
find out. Yeah.
Let's not take any chances.
Certainly try.
I don't want to take any chances.
Hey, I will feed you wine if you're trying to make that Constitution saving throw. I got
Hell no, not as a stoat. I've been gone.
Awesome. Okay, so we have Evangeline that heads off in one direction, keeping an eye out. You actually saw the Admiral in the crowd, currently dancing with some woman of high nobility on the dance floor. And the Admiral has her full Admiral's dress blues on, as it were. Let's see. Mavriel and Emmy head off in another direction, and Marcon, of course, and our Stoat Faxel head elsewhere. I'm such an idiot. I don't have my dice. Shame on me. Okay, so Marcon and Remy, what would you two like to do first?
Where is the person formerly known as Nobella located in the room?
All the way across is probably like 140 feet across the room, on the other side of the ballroom floor.
Okay. Where is the bar located?
There is one on either side of the dance floor up against walls. It's like 100-foot wide room here that you've entered. So on either the left or the right hand side, you'll find bar that runs down the thing.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and head to the bar and then start making casual conversation with the patrons that I see around.
I would like to add just real quick that Thaxel would have given you a code. If she nibbles on your ear once, it's yes. If she nibbles twice, it's no.
Okay, gotcha.
If she nibbles,
Thaxel just wants to nibble on that ear.
Well,
I'm just kidding. Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Nice.
But if she nibbles like incessantly, like something's wrong.
Okay.
There you go.
Marcon, how did you lose that ear? Listen,
it's like I'll
okay. And Marcon, how are you dressed for this particular occasion, Marcon?
So Marcon has on like a very nice suit. It's a gray and red. He also has on a cape with these little tassels on it. He kind of looks like a general. And then he also has a cane. He doesn't need it to walk. He just thought it looked cool.
Right.
His hair is
and it does. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his hair is like tied up and tapered on the sides, and then his beard is also trimmed up as well.
Oh, nice. All right. So you're fairly welcomed in conversation as you strike up some small talk with these folks. There are a couple people that seem. The people immediate at the bar seem to be a mixture of, there are a couple servants that are just here to collect drinks for others. There are a few lower class nobles here, very low class nobles, still have, big talk.
Oh, of course.
Mm-hmm. And you see a couple that are there's a gentleman a few seats down, very loquacious. He's just striking up conversations with everyone in a very flirtatious way. There's a woman a few stools down in the opposite direction that you can get a good gist from the what she's wearing and all the bling, that she's also a higher noble as well as the loquacious gentleman. She's a little more reserved, but still, she's looking on the dance floor as though she's waiting for someone.
Oh.
Keeps looking around, but not seeing anybody. Does that change what you'd like to do here, or would you like to continue small talk for now?
I think Marcon will go up to her. She looks like she's looking around, and trying
she's
to
sitting.
Look for somebody.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hello.
Hi, my name is Marcon. He'll stick out his hand, in a gesture of hello.
Eleanor Delisle.
Hello,
Pleasure.
Eleanor. How are you doing?
Yes. Yes, and I'm well. Simply waiting for my date to arrive.
How long have you been waiting for?
Too long. I grow
Too
weary
long.
of the wait. As soon the dances will be done. And,
Would you like to go dance right now? I mean,
hmm.
you don't have anything better to do because your date obviously doesn't care.
Insight check on
Are you
Eleanor.
inciting Marcon?
No,
Oh yeah, I was
Eleanor.
about to say.
No,
Nice.
no.
That's fine.
Yeah,
That's
go
fine.
for it. Go for it. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Second.
22. Is she still waiting? Is she being
She seems
facetious?
to be she seems to be waiting, and clearly at the end of her patience, like she wasn't really going to wait much longer. She was going to go enjoy herself. Like, so she's
Gotcha.
like, yes, I do believe I would like a dance.
My lady, and Marcon will take her by the hand and lead her down to the dance floor.
Nice.
I
right.
nibble on Marcon's ear once.
Once?
But
Oh.
it's cool.
So we're good. Okay.
Yes.
Nice. The dance is taking place as one. Actually, make a history check if you would, just to see if it's
Okay.
something that you've come across. You've had a lot of experience out there in the world.
You said history?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. 14.
Nice. Okay. So I won't have you do a performance check because you've experienced this dance. It's not of the Fae per se. It's just a very popular dance that you know, to do your work, you've had to do dancing, like spy work with dancing. So so you perform the dance very well, and as you do, you know, it's a very swivelly dance. So you get a really good view around the room. So you're in a great position right now to evaluate the room.
Okay.
And so forth. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I see what our you know, our Nobella is doing as I'm dancing around the room with my partner? Or
yes, you see a swarm is 7 or 8 people almost in a semicircle, or like almost forming a full circle around her. She's sort of at the edge of her room, and behind her, maybe 20 feet, is a beautiful large doorway that's these heavy wooden doors that are swung back into the room behind, maybe at a 45-degree angle. There's a bright, whatever is in the next room is really well lit, so you can't really see in there. It's just a lot of bright light. And she's, yes. And she seems to be, you can't hear her, but you can see her sort of chatting with people. And someone will come up and like give her a kiss on the hand, like royalty gets. And she'll just continue, clearly just smiles and yes.
Does she have a male suitor around her, like a guy that's kind of just standing there taking in, or is she by herself?
No, she's by herself currently.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay.
Mm.
For later on.
Nice. Evangeline, what would you like to do? Do you you have this whole setting before you, as well as seeing the Admiral on the dance floor dancing with Oberlin?
Oh, after seeing her on the floor, I'm just gonna go and find some ale real quick.
Okay. Yep. The bars have plenty.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, what would you like, miss? Yeah. An ale.
Might get a big one.
Right. Sure thing. And they get a big old fancy frosted mug. It looks crystal, and it has all this the bumps of different shapes and shades. Big handle, and it's nice and frosted when you fill it up with ale. They are, man.
Thank you.
Of course, I do enjoy the party. And go back down the bar a little bit and do the business.
Huh. They won't talk to you anyway. She's gonna turn and just start like she'll chug it about halfway before she'll start walking to the Admiral. Oh, and by the way, before I forget, because I'm not very good at describing things, I'm just gonna show what she's wearing.
Oh, perfect. I was gonna be my next question.
if I'm able to.
I
don't know.
Oh,
yes,
nice.
Girl.
She going
yes.
She's wearing a gun cane. I'm just kidding.
And she's wearing her
That's it.
pirate hat, her captain hat, of course. But her hair,
Yes.
instead of being in a braid and wild, she's going to have it kind of slicked back in a low ponytail.
Ooh, what kind of vibe does she have? What kind of swagger does Evangeline, set out into the room? Is she like, or is it more like a classy, like, oh, yeah.
Ew, no. No, she does kind of have an air of importance around her. Like, I'm a boss ass bitch and get out of the way.
I'm boss. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, so, but she's gonna look the entire time. She's not even gonna move out of the way for anybody while she's walking. And
Nice.
she's gonna kind of twirl the cane and be like, okay, I don't care who it hits,
Awesome.
Go
Some
to the
people are like,
Admiral.
The Admiral pauses. She's still dancing and swirling with this woman, but she keeps, looking around the woman at you like, Evangeline?
Hi.
Oh, right, she's pirate. My bad. I told her. Evangeline, is that you? What? Oh, if you'll excuse me. And she kind of passes this woman off.
Love? Wait. Don't. Who is she dancing with? Can I see what she's dancing on?
Yeah, it's a shorter, noble woman, short, curly brunette hair, blue eyes, very, very bedazzled dress, jewels and gems, sort of, stamped into it. She seems to be Elven, younger, much younger Elven, maybe like 105, which is like 18 for humans.
What are her facial expressions like when I'm interrupting them?
That one seems confused so far. She gets the air of importance around you, and she knows that the Admiral is very important.
Give me a second,
as the Admiral disengages with her.
I'm gonna turn to the person that the Admiral is dancing with. I'll make you honey, baby. She's holding up her cup.
Nice. I don't know. She's looking at the Admiral. Admiral's like, all right, you better find dance. Go ahead and I'll catch up with you later, dear.
Evie's just gonna chuckle.
She heads off, and the Admiral in her dress blues. Evangeline, it's so good to see you. What brings you here? I wouldn't imagine you at a ball like this. Too confined.
Good
I
aisle,
feel
though.
the same way.
Good
Indeed, and it's free.
Best kind.
Would you like a dance?
Well, I finish
We
this
can
off
share.
first. I'd like to finish my drink. But, yeah.
Would you like a hand? She'll reach out to the drink. Like,
I think you should know by now. That's one of the most dangerous things you can do to me.
That's true.
All right, she's going to chug down the rest.
Nice.
Set it on the floor because there's no table around her.
Nice.
And so her cane kind of has like a pistol butt on the end that's a little curved. So she's going to hang it on her arm.
Nice.
And dance with her.
Okay. So it's again very swiftly dance. You've got a really good view around the room, and she's I can't thank you enough, Evangeline, for what you've done for us. Truly.
No problem at all, love. It's been a while since we've seen each other.
Not too long, I'd say. I was very surprised, but pleased to see you.
What are you doing here? Besides
yeah.
fancy smanchy bullshit.
You know how this goes. I'm beholden, of course, to
I feel like
lady.
I should sway too while dancing.
Nice. Beholden to milady, and these formal functions are, of course, part of the job. After all, it's usually quite a drag, but not so much this evening now.
Just you wait, love.
Mm.
You work close with the Queen.
Well, in appearance, yes. She tends to do more of what best and listen to what her admiral has to say, but sometimes she'll listen. She'll hear me out. I wouldn't say she's not exactly the friendly type unless she needs to be with certain diplomats. Certainly not with us.
I feel like my lighting has changed for some reason.
Oh, no, it looks
Anyway,
good. Yeah.
Well, I have a question.
Of
And
course.
I know you work close with those above, however daunting it is. I don't see how you do it, mate. I don't understand. Any word on, well, I'm going to whisper this in her ear, in her right ear.
Oh, okay.
You know about the treaty that they're wanting to do?
She pauses for a moment and then resumes the dance. Oh, aye. Right, there's a word of a treaty looking to help out our neighboring country. Aye.
Is,
We're on standby to send in a fleet of ships to help assist them with their Fomorian problem.
Busy with good intentions.
As far as I know, follow the Queen's lead, but so far, as much as I know, it seems to be all right.
Insight check.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna give her a little spin while I'm doing it.
Oh, nice. Whee! Awesome.
16.
Okay. You can tell that there's a hint of deception. Sorry, I'm throwing my dice everywhere. You can tell that there is a hint of deception. Not being entirely forthright with you.
Oh, because she absolutely knows what I'm doing. You know, does the music end at this point? Or is it
Sure.
still
Yep.
a few-
Do.
Okay. You know, love,
Fighter dancer. Hey.
I had the choice of either taking your money or slaughtering you that day. So I would appreciate it if you don't lie to me.
Make a persuasion check, if you would, with advantage, given how much she appreciates what you did.
Okay, I'm gonna use a different dice. I got, let's see, what persuasion, right?
Mm-hmm.
+1. Okay, I got 14.
Okay. Let's say we it's a bit too early to retire, but perhaps we could take a walk around the grand halls here. A place more suitable for intimate discussion.
Will I make you horny, baby? She's just laughing because she made it's hilarious to her. She likes to mess with people.
Nice.
All right, love. I'm going to grab another aisle and then we'll walk around and talk.
I'll grab one with you. And she follows you over to the bar. Okay, so while you two are doing that, cutting through, you hear someone trip over the cup and, what? Why does it sing across the dance floor? Mavriel and Emmy, what are the two of you up to?
Emmy.
Go ahead,
sorry.
Emmy.
Emmy will stay a little to Mavriel's right and just like a kind of like a half a stride behind her, and we'll just speak to her mind only and say, "This is a very interesting evening tonight. And also for the record, she has her hura up in the bun that I'm wearing now. And curly tendrils down, and she is wearing a very form-fitting, long, lacy red dress that has a slit all the way up to her hip on the right. Let me just say, see, it's changing, right? And she also has Nathara cradled in her arm, who's also wearing a very nice lacy white dress. Well, it's kind of like an off-white. Not as form-fitting, but her hair is combed really nicely. And she made sure to, like, clean her up a little.
Okay. Nice. And Maeve, what are you wearing tonight?
Oh, so Maeve Riel in her winter form, so icy blue skin, indigo hair. She is wearing a like icicle white cage dress, so it's it's very structured and just covering the bits that need to be covered, and everywhere else it's just showing her beautiful Eladrin skin, and it's a little bit eccentric, given that we're in the Fae and she is of the Fae. She had to do it right. And
Nice.
She has a little beautifully wrapped package that's sort of like tucked under her arm.
Oh, nice. Okay. And where are the two of you headed, or what would you like to do within this room, or otherwise?
So Maeve, knowing the plan, is going to scope out a group of what she thinks is probably the nobility, sort of near Nobella, so that way they can excuse themselves and go introduce themselves to Nobella once they're done with this conversation.
Oh, okay. You find that most of the some you recognize nobility, others you don't, but you can tell by the way they carry themselves and the way they're dressed and what they're wearing. Most of the high nobility are in that circle around Nobella.
A lower nobility, I think, is okay. We'll start low and work our way up.
You see many on the dance floor, as well as a few cliques, including one you're very familiar with that seem to almost venerate you, in that you, well, given your history, your background, they aren't of the typical cut from the regular cloth. There, they think that what you've done is impressive. Okay. And you find a small group of them, 5 of them or so, in their usual huddle. It's this regular friend group here, a few tables down past the bar on the right, towards the back.
Yeah, let's start with the friendly team first, I think.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll make our way over there.
All right. And Amy, are you walking with, or are you doing anything?
No, I'm going as part of the plan. I'm going with her.
Okay, cool. The two of you approach, looking amazing, and with all the aura of power and authority that you're exuding, you approach, and one of the people in the friend group sees you, Maeve. Oh, Maeve Riel? No, it's you.
Well, I happen to find myself back home, and I happen to find an invitation in hand, and my friend here has never been to one of these little events, so I thought, why not? Oh, might I introduce Vivica? Vivica, this is everyone.
And they all kind of give like either a cheer with their cup, or the one that's talking, hello, and they introduce themselves.
She'll curtsy and smooth her doll's hair and say, hi.
Oh. You shudder a little at the doll. Maybe they'd be sort of amused to this sort of eccentric stuff here. Oh, hello. Pleasure to meet you. Maeve Riel, what brings you to this type of a party?
Oh, like I said, I just happened to be back home, and an invitation just happened to cross my path, and my new acquaintance here, my dear new friend, has so many questions about the Fae, and I can only tell her about the parts I've been to.
Well, Vivica, join us. Maeve, please.
Oh,
Oh, thank
actually,
you.
do you mind answering some of her queries? Honestly, I'm parched and I don't know how much more I can talk.
Of course, we'll take good care of your friends.
Oh, good.
Vivica, please.
She'll stay with him, but she'll like order a drink and just sort of settle back.
Okay, nice. So, your first time in the Fae. That's incredible. What are your impressions first, Vivica?
Oh, well, I think it's very, she'll look around, elegant, interesting. You have really good taste. I
Thank you.
heard stories and
Good ones, I hope.
well,
A few bad, maybe?
sometimes, but you know, people are people and they talk the way they'll talk.
Yes.
But I am really curious. Like, I wonder, does your nobility work the same as everywhere else, or how do you?
Oh, and they kind of look over at you, Maeve, like, well, no, yes and no. And they go into an explanation of nobility and how it differs here with the Seelie court and unseelie court, with certain continents like this one having like representation of the Seelie court versus like an actual like full-on presence of the true Seelie court here, like the Aaron's Malin, which is like the King's Council, the King's Men, and she talks about how ridiculous, the what do you call it, patriarchy and stuff, and all the bogusness that comes with that here.
And that's very complicated, but it seems refreshing that you have both sides of the fence. I do adore Mavriel's perspective.
Oh, so do we. Oh, yes.
I was wondering though, and she kind of leans forward and looks back at Maeve and says to Maeve's mind, forgive me this. And then she looks back to the person she's speaking with and says, I hope that you don't take offense to this, but I heard that, and I didn't want to ask Mavriel because I didn't want to trouble her with this. I heard that you guys have like different ways of having new nobles put in place, or queens, or even just ladies, or how does that work? And do you like the new person?
Right. Well, typically all of rulers are full Eladrin, but not always. Our lady currently is a high elf, but a direct descendant of an Eladrin. Yes, the current queen is very friendly and generous, and just kind of looking at Maeve, like giving like a.
I was gonna say, can she insight check them, please?
Go right ahead. Yeah. I'm gonna do theirs. They're not really trying to. Oh, come on. Of course they will. Disadvantage. Okay.
Oh, I didn't roll very well.
Oh, but you're bad at it.
But I'm really good at it, yeah. So 26.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
so
I'm sorry.
Hold
on.
I rolled really bad.
29.
Oh my gosh.
I rolled a 16. I thought it was a 13, but I looked down, it was a 16. Sorry.
Nice. So yeah, they're sort of hinting at you anyway, like she is. You get the impression that what they mean is she is when she needs to be with certain other nobles. She presents as such, but we've all heard the tales. I mean, it's a very typical thing with this anyway, but it seems to be all the more so with Nobella. Oh, so, yes, generous and giving, and all the things she could ask for.
Vivica can be trusted. You can spill the tea.
Oh, good. Oh, she's powerful, most certainly. Able to control a room and get what she wants, absolutely. Ruthless, very. Unrelenting, unyielding, absolutely. Not what you hope for in a benevolent ruler. But I guess if anyone ever wants to take over the Feywild, this is the person that you'd want on your side, ruling you.
Well, that sounds. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, rulers come and go, and life is long. So,
well, hopefully,
just another season.
You don't think that perhaps you could, with the right type of persuasiveness, or do you? I mean, it's unfortunate, honestly, but is there like? I mean, at least I've heard that people get dethroned if they do crazy things. Does she? I mean, you guys don't do that here. I mean, right?
Oh yeah, nothing I would consider crazy from my experience yet. It certainly has the potential, doesn't she? But nothing yet. It is difficult to get dethroned. Depends on what the acts are. Of course, there's always the unseelie court to fall back on as far as maintaining your nobility.
Well, everything checks out on that sentence. No, I'm asking, did everything check out on that sentence? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you go full dark for some reason, then there's usually not a sanctuary kind of thing, but you can maintain your rank if the unseelie court accepts you.
Sure.
It's a gamble, because if they don't, you're effed, and then you're going to get locked up or whatever consequences. Mm-hmm. Okay. I've seen it happen a time or two, not in our kingdom. And look, I'm mostly, as long as she keeps things at least, reasonable, and we're able to have our parties and our frivolities, I can weather the season.
So, nothing yet. Not even a little thing she's done wrong. Come on. I've been on the material plane for ages. I'm dying to know what's going on.
Well, go ahead and roll a persuasion with advantage.
Yeah, persuasion's my bestest.
Nice. It's the same roll the Admiral got, which is. Ooh, okay. Nice.
That would be a 32.
Okay, they rolled a 2 and have a +3. So, there is there's a few things that I've heard. Would it be all right if we went to a smaller room, a less occupied room to chat?
Yes, let's take a walk. Vivica, you want to join us?
Oh, you know that if you're interested in learning more, Vivica, my dearest cousin is here, and he would love to show you around and such things if you wish. Answer your questions, show you a good time at the party. That's him over there, and she points out, I don't know, whatever your type is. If you have a type.
She'll glance across in the direction, and as she does, she'll ask Mavriel telepathically, do you want me to excuse myself for this?
We can split up for now, and then I'll let you know when I'm back in the room, and I'll introduce you to Novella.
Okay. So
if you change your mind, let me know.
All right. No, it's fine. And she'll glance around the room, and does she see anybody of interest that she might want to, that she sees familiar or at least interesting enough to?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
16.
currently just, possibly this gentleman, the cousin that she pointed out. You see Marcon finishing up or doing a second dance, another swivelly dance. He's doing a really good job, you can tell at a glance of performing the dance and not looking like he's looking around, but he's looking around. With the stoat in his shoulder, like wee, wee, round and round with the spins. You see Evangeline head off, leaving the side entrance, side door.
Okay.
With someone from the military. But other than that, I don't think currently spot anyone that stands out. And Nobella, you can see, Nobella at the end of the room. Actually, you're in the back corner, so she's in the back center, so she's maybe 50 feet away from you right now.
She'll go around the long way of the room until she's close enough to Evangeline to let her know that Mavriel is going off with someone and that there's telepathically Mavriel is going to speak to someone, and then she'll go towards the person and try to walk past Marcon and let Marcon also know. But then she'll approach the gentleman that she was while holding her doll and smoothing Nathara's hair and say, pardon me, your cousin said that you might want to show me around or have a dance. Would you like to dance?
What does he look like? What do you think he would look like that would be Emmy's type-ish?
Hold on. I'm just rolling to see if it even is Amy's type.
Oh, right.
Not even Emmy's type, but she doesn't care. I rolled a 2.
Okay. So he's like an emo, like a hardcore emo nobility. He's got like the straight hair put over this. Hey, my cousin sent you? Man. Yeah, I guess we can dance or whatever. Let's dance and maybe I can tell you some stuff. Yeah. Lowering his head.
All right. And she'll let him lead her.
Emo's
a very
not
sad-
dead.
It's a very sad dance.
Like I'll dance with you or whatever.
It's like, it's not even like putting hands on it. It's just sort of like prom at like a Christian prom where it's sort of like, no offense, just like where it's hands outstretched. It's like, yeah. So what do you want to know? Like,
Well, I mean, what do you want to share with me?
I don't know, whatever. Just things, I guess. I like have you heard of the group Catskulls?
No, I haven't. What
Popular here.
Yeah? What kind of music do they?
Oh, it's like existential stuff, But I mean, you can like it or not. I mean, whatever.
She'll move a little closer to him and press up against him and kind of look up at him into his eyes. And she'll give him a wink and she'll say, I like music that has existentialism in it.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. There's some other cool stuff here. There's free drinks, which is always cool, and I'm kind of a big thing here. I know some people. I know the admiral and a couple high-ranking people. I even know the queen, and it's whatever. It doesn't really matter. I mean, what is life anyway, right? We just want experience after another until we're dead. But it's kind of cool in the meantime, I guess.
Yeah. Does any interesting things happen here?
Well, I think that interesting is just like a perspective based on your life experiences. So it kind of depends, but like,
My life experiences are pretty unique.
oh,
Everybody
like,
has their horrors, I guess.
oh, you've got like horrors.
I mean,
I mean, you can tell me about them if you want or whatever.
I tell you what, why don't you tell me a horror that you've seen from here? Maybe something or have heard about someone of a certain type, and I'll share you a horror of mine.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's cool. Do you like? Actually, he'll share some actually like a truly horrifying thing that's happened to him in his childhood. Like what? All right, but he'll just be like apathetic about it, So, but I guess that maybe happens to a lot of people. I don't know. What about you?
Well,
I like your doll, by the way.
Isn't she beautiful? She's
she's
my best friend. Really, and she starts like dancing with him, trying to like mimicking his moves. She's really studying him to kind of get the hang of his vernacular and like the way he's moving. And she'll say, "Yeah, well, I have this as like my only friend,
yeah,
yeah."
I get that.
Well, people think she's creepy. You don't think she's creepy, do you?
No, it's just like, I guess cool, right? Like she's not boring.
Yeah.
She's not like hypocrites of the world and stuff. She's just herself. Like she can't be anything else, right?
Right.
She can't be a lie. So.
Right. Yeah. Of course not. She's not. Why wouldn't you want to be anything but yourself?
Right.
So can I ask you a question?
Yeah. Like, I mean, I guess so. Right. Go for it.
So like, do you ever like have these friends that or people that and I don't know, and she like describes like an incident from her past in the and she like gets real dark with it, and she'll say and then she'll say and then after that happens they like expect you to like do nice things for them all the time.
That's
just shit on you, like.
Right. I've like had someone actually shit on me, like push me down and shit on me and be like, this is your place in life.
Yeah.
Like, but whatever, I mean, it's just perspective.
I basically had that happen to me not too long ago, like a couple days ago. And no matter how much I try to do things, they like shit all over me. And so what do you do? I mean, like, when that happens?
Well, sometimes you can like you can like get back at them, or whatever.
Yeah, get back at them?
Yeah. Like if they're like in a lower role or something, you can like find some way to poison them or just kill them or whatever you have to do. Or one of their friends or something or their family, things like that, I guess, or whatever,
Yeah.
Everyone has their own thing, I guess.
I mean, that's not even. Have you ever imagined like some of the people that have done you wrong, no matter how much you've been nice to them, like slicing their flesh from their bodies and feeding it to them while they're still alive, and like wondering if
I think I might have something cool like to show you if you want. Would you like like me to show you? It's like it's in a different room back here. Like I can even introduce you to the queen on the way. It's back there.
Oh, you can introduce me to the queen? I mean,
yeah, like,
sure.
Like I said, I kind of know her. Like, I mean, it's not a big thing, I guess, but it's kind of cool.
So. I mean, yeah, I'd love to. I mean, sure, if you'd like. I mean, you seem pretty cool, and we have things in common, and
right. Like, I think you're gonna like this prize. It's kind of cool. It's like right up up your alley, like what you were talking about. It might like
Yeah.
well, you'll see. It's really cool. Like
Yeah.
it really is. Yeah.
I mean, you're not gonna shit on me, are you?
No. I mean, like if you ask for it, I might be up for it, but I don't know.
I mean, I'm not
So,
against like golden showers, but I have never experienced it.
Yeah, it's like I think it depends on the diet and stuff, like whether you're cool or not. But
Right.
listen, this is different. We can listen to some skull cats and some skunk bones. And it's a lot of,
I've heard of skunk bones.
Yeah, right.
I've heard, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Like
All right.
we're sure. I mean,
it's it's whatever. I mean, it's like Mingo or whatever.
Okay.
And he spins the head over.
She's not gonna be
stuck in my eyelashes.
She's not gonna be like freaked out about my doll, is she? A lot of people get weird.
Nice. Well, whatever, that's on her, right? That's like her problem,
right?
Something she needs to deal with.
And she'll smooth Nathara's hair and look down and like give her a little rub on her chin.
Nice. So he'll walk you up towards this circle and try and like he'll walk in through the circle, like completely not not into a dangerous level, not close to her, but like push a spot in and be like, Nobelle, this is like my friend, and I just thought she was here and she's kind of cool, so Nobelle, this is
Vivica.
Vivica.
And this is Nathara.
You're right, Nathara.
Mm-hmm.
And Nobella, oh, yes. Oh, it's rather a pleasure. Certainly. Lovely doll.
Oh, thank you.
From where do you hail, Vivica?
I'm visiting the Feywild from Serial Queen. I heard about it. Somebody suggested I come here, so yeah.
It is rather lovely, isn't it?
I mean,
tell me the prime of quite a large place. Where exactly would you say that you hail from?
Well, I just came from Xangard.
Oh yes, lovely city, I hear. Yes, it's the sun burns brightly there, I hear in the morning.
I'd like maybe not go there right now because there's like people that are getting sick, and you seem like a cool lady. I wouldn't want you to get sick.
Yes, it's a bit. Yes, I don't think I'll have to worry about that, but I thank you for your looking out for me.
I heard that you were. She continues to like mimic the guy. I heard you were like just like recently crowned or something. So congratulations. Seems like a pretty big deal.
Oh, thank you, dear. Yes, that was about a year ago now. I've done quite a bang-up job, I do believe. Certainly brought the place up, spruced it up a bit. Yes.
Oh, it looks amazing. I've never seen anything like. Must be hard, like getting people to respect you. I mean, you seem very cool.
No. I just do my part for my people. Made sure that they have food to eat, security, and such. Really, that's all I do, and I have a heart for the people. And if they respect me for that, that's wonderful.
I mean, and if they don't, that's pretty cool. I like that. So, what if? We were talking, he and I were talking about if you could, things that are like important, I guess, to you. So, I mean, I've never really met a queen before, so I'm sorry if I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I was just wondering, like, I mean, if somebody doesn't respect you and somebody doesn't, like, they should. I mean, pretty cool if you.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, so like, I mean, queens are allowed to make sure people like respect them.
Oh, I like to earn my respect, if at all possible. And of course, dissenters are entirely different.
Right.
But yes, it's difficult to rule. But I have plenty of advisors. and they keep me in check. Yes,
You seem
it's a
like
lovely role.
yeah, thank you. You seem like a really cool person, and and I respect that you're like this really cool like queen. Can I ask you some advice? Like I
Yes,
just
I suppose so. Yes, please. I have just a brief amount of time before I
no,
must continue.
no, it's cool.
Please.
So just for the sake of whatever. So I know these, I have people that I like, but they don't really respect me, and I go out my way to like do nice things for them, and they don't respect me, and they treat me really bad. So I was wondering if you were, so, I mean, since you are a queen and somebody that like, if you like help your people and take care of your people, and they like treat you bad, and I mean not as bad as him, with the whole shit thing, but what would you do?
He's like, whatever.
What would you do? Because I don't really know what to do, and you seem like really smart, and I mean, as a queen, I'd take your advice like hands down, like as like all the things.
Yes, well, as a queen, I must expect plenty not to respect me. However, if it's a friend, as a friend you're speaking, I
Totally.
I understand where you're coming from. There was a group of friends that I had some time ago that I poured myself out for, gave of myself day after day, and yet
Right, I know
in
that
my time
feeling.
of need, they left me for dead. In fact,
What?
brushed me aside like yesterday's refuse.
Used you for what they needed, and then just were like, "Fuck you." I'm sorry.
Yes.
I didn't mean to cuss. I'm so sorry. I wasn't.
You're forgiven. Yes. Leave no room in your heart for such individuals. They care not for you, care not for them.
That's sound advice. Thanks.
That's
You wouldn't mind if I like, sat on that and resonated.
Please do. Enjoy yourself. The spectacular bar, if you haven't been yet. Head over, order anything you can think of, and they'll have it.
Hey.
Yes, enjoy the dance. There are other rooms for other activities.
Oh, cool.
Enjoy yourself, and I do hope to see you again.
Yeah.
But for now, I must make an appearance on the dance floor.
Sure, it was nice to meet you. Thank you, and good luck on your. May your
She holds
reign
her
be
hand out
ever
for-
long and fortuitous. And she'll like kiss her. If she has a ring, she'll kiss her ring. Not she'll kiss her knuckles.
Thank you. And she
Pleasure.
heads out to the dance. The circle kind of disperses, and your new friends like, yeah. See, like I don't know about the shit thing, but yeah, like the rest was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I was really just like overwhelmed. I'd never met a queen before, so yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, so like whatever. Like we can go listen to some music, and I've got like some other cool stuff to show you. I think you might like.
Yeah, sure.
I've got some other people I can introduce you to. I've got like a couple of like really powerful friends here.
Oh yeah, I'd like to meet them. Sure.
Yeah, they're cool, and they kind of think like we do and stuff. So.
Well, I mean, after we meet them, maybe we could like, go somewhere private and.
Well, like if you want to or whatever, like, I guess I can be up for that. Like,
Sure, sounds
cool. And then you two head out, not through that back door, but he walks you out towards a side door, kind of past where you were initially at that table. So the cousin, the woman that's at the table, is like, well, like gives you a wink. As you head out with her emo cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Okay. So I'm gonna bump back to on the dance floor, Marcon and Faxel and Remy tote form, little weasel form on his shoulder. You two are out there dancing. You see Marcon and Nobella approaching to partake in a dance.
Oh.
This one, everyone divides on 2 lines on either side of the dance floor, and you're familiar with this dance as well. It's one where you kind of, it's an elaborate dance, but every like 10, 15 seconds or so, you'll switch partners as you cross and swirl and weave, and it's this perpetual partner exchange. So it's about 15
Oh,
different pairs
nice.
right now.
Okay.
And it's sort of a high step. Think like sort of almost an Irish jig dance, like a river dance kind of thing, but with a partner and around and stuff. So
But Axel's just like doing this. Axel's
Nice.
going to nibble, or like probably like take her little tiny claws just to show that she's like whatever that was.
Nice. Oh, like your emergency situation thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
You feel in your ear like gotcha.
Okay. So Marco's gonna kind of look down and go like try to like angle his eyes somewhere in the room. So like as soon as I look at the person, he wants you to like nibble on his ear. So he's just kind of like, hey, just let me know, and I'm just gonna like turn my head slightly until I like see somebody. So it's just like,
so whenever when I think it's like locked on Nobella.
okay. And then Marco's gonna stop and just kind of like look at her face, and he's gonna nod his head. So whenever we get through the transition, do the transition like when we get close to her. So now he's like aware of who she is now.
Awesome. You know this. You also know it's a very static pattern with this, and it's 15 groups. You actually know where you could start if you wanted to end the dance with her.
Oh yeah,
or
that's
anywhere
exactly
in
what
between.
Yeah,
Right.
ending is the best way to do it. Yeah.
All right. So Nobelle, as Nobelle has pointed out to you, you see a moderately tall, I think 5'11" or so, natural redhead, orangey red hair down to mid back, freckles, ice blue eyes, high elf, very noble forms, cut features, fit form. And she has her hair done in a number of different braids and elaborate things, and a dress that has a lot of openings around to see a lot of the form and skin, but also just very classy and ritzy as well. Large collar that comes way out of the sides and back, not the front. So for dancing, that's not inhibited. Long draping cuffs that come down and just swoop off the wrist of half a foot or more. And that's the individual you see kind of bowing to her partner as the dance initiates. And so the dance begins. You do well, you carry on, you switch partners, you get your overzealous dancers, your shy dancers, your terrible dancers, your really good dancers, some that want to lead, some that want to be led, until you finally get down towards the end of this dance. And it's a bit of an energy suck, this particular dance.
Mm-hmm.
But being as athletic and skilled as you are, you finish it without breaking a sweat.
Okay.
But some of the people are definitely, it's getting a little gross as you get towards the end of it, because some people are not as in shape as you are. You finally arrive. The last 15 seconds of the dance is done with Nobella, that is being charming and smiles and is a very good dancer and goes along with all of this. And every once or twice glances down at the stoat, but that's a type of eccentricity you would expect here.
Mm-hmm.
The dance finishes, and she, yes. That was rather fine dances. What's your name?
Marcon's gonna take her hand and kind of like bow down and give her a kiss on the hands, like my name is Marcon, and then they'll hand her hand back.
I'm Queen Nobelle. It's a pleasure, certainly, to meet you. Yes.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine. Like who would have known I'd be able to dance with such a beautiful queen tonight?
Oh, you're too kind. Yes, you speak the truth, of course, but very kind nonetheless. Well, please entertain me. Would you join me?
Oh, absolutely.
From where do you hail, Marcon?
I'm from all around. I typically travel a lot. My work, has me coming and going,
Of
so to
course,
speak.
of course. There's nothing like the open road. Long before I became a queen, I did a fair bit of, well, adventuring.
Oh,
And it was rather remarkable times until the end, but otherwise, quite a delight. Yes. I
oh,
admire.
that's amazing. Could you regale me of do you have any stories that you'd like to tell, like whenever you're out on the
Oh,
open road, like what did you experience? It seems so interesting.
well, certainly.
That's was
Well,
mine. Yes, please.
nice, nice. Oh, I could tell you stories. Yes. Um, well, I've traveled with a few different groups of adventurers. We had one with this rather rugged gentleman. Yes, beautiful wavy hair, a chest full of hair bursting from his shirt, carried a
Oh,
lamplighter of all weapons. Remarkable. Yes, dying all the time, but thankfully the group knew how to revive those pests for the most part.
oh,
Um, Not everyone, unfortunately, received that treatment, but he did. And it became quite a joke amongst the group. We fought quite a slew of dangerous creatures. I was once stuck in a different plane of existence altogether, a shadowy
what?
realm. Yes,
What
yes.
can I do an insight check on what you just said?
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Oh, okay.
If you like for me to help you with that,
Uh, yeah. Can't she help me with that then?
She could do her own, I suppose.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It'd be difficult, since she's in her form.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, I got a 14.
Okay.
19 for
Nice.
insight.
She's generalizing it. She does mention it was a shadowy realm, but yeah, she seems to be telling the truth.
Oh,
But I
okay.
recognize this, right?
Yes.
Because I was there.
Oh yeah. Yes, I met this bumbling oaf of an individual who couldn't
Oh,
find get a ass
what
from an
what
elbow.
was
Oh,
this individual's name? I find a story is always better when you can put a name to it.
I wish I could remember. It was inconsequential. Just another beat to the story. Yes. Oh,
Some people just aren't that
somehow.
important. I
Oh,
understand.
exactly. I barely managed, in large part due to the oafery of this individual. Barely managed to escape the shadowy realm,
Hmm.
only to find myself in even more danger.
Oh,
Oh my! Oh yes, there were enemies and allies and allies that were actually enemies. Oh, there was just so much going
so many
on.
twists and turns. It's your life is like a novel.
Oh,
My God.
yes, yes. Oh my goodness. Not to mention the smell of her feet. Oh, I didn't find her by any sound. I just followed the smell. Oh, it was incredible. But needless to say, I saved her from her misery in the shadowy realm, and then brought her back to um, the living. And from there, she did whatever. I don't really know or care. But yes,
You
it's certainly
are
different.
quite the hero.
I do fancy myself as such, yes. Just to think of what a life would be like had I not
And to
pulled
and
her
to
from.
and to go from a hero to becoming queen, no less. That is an incredible,
Oh,
incredible feat. A lot of
thank
adventurers
you.
don't even, get to see this far. It's amazing.
Oh, this is true. I found myself faced with an opportunity, yes? Many challenges keeping me from being who I really am inside. And yet I faced them all, faced adversity, overcame so many challenges, and found myself in a situation where I could step up and help rule this land, help um, better the people here, and help serve them and bring more meaning to my life. Or I could simply continue on with my adventuring ways. And I mean, after that last experience, I felt just done.
Insight check.
Yeah, I was about to say it's a check as well. Can can we make our separate ones again or
Nat
Yeah, go for
20.
it.
oh,
Ooh, nice.
So
Give me your
30.
modifier on top. Oh,
30.
damn.
I got a
Nice.
13. I got a 13.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, all right. So for Marcon, I mean, just your innate sense tells you, it seems a little too one-sided, but it kind of rings true-ish. Thaxel / Remy Stode, you're like, I mean, A, you know better, but B, you can tell that she definitely did not just stumble across some opportunity. She created an opportunity to take over this role. You see through her.
I nibble on Marcon's ear twice.
Okay. And he'll just kind of nod and smile and keep talking to her, like trying to get her to talk more.
Okay. Oh yes. But that's quite enough about my adventuring days. They really bring me a ball these days. But I'm glad to see you here. What exactly? How did you find yourself in the Prime? I'm curious.
Oh, funny story. So I own my own merchant shop. Yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and
what type of wares do you sell?
So for our wares, we sell typically armor and steel. We have our own blacksmiths back at the place, and I'm just here, sort of on a business trip, parlaying with some of the blacksmiths here. See if I can learn some things from them, and also, trying to up my skills as well. I heard the Feywild produces nothing but glorious weapons and shields and armor, like no other. So I had to take a trip here myself, and yeah.
Oh. Can you roll a deception check with advantage, because that was such a well-spun tale?
Okay. He is lying his ass off right now.
Art key of the tale is so good. Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Oh, okay. Yep. She seems to completely believe it. Oh yes. Well, good. Yes. The materials here for blacksmithing and armor smithing and such, beyond non-pareil, indeed. Yes.
Seriously.
You can't do better.
You can't do any better.
I'm so curious about your furry little friends. May I pet them? I'm rather good with animals.
Would you like to pet Remy?
Please.
Yes. And then I'm gonna look down and whisper and like fake talk to Remy. Remy. Hold on. I have to consult with her first. I don't want you touching her without her permission. Yes. Remy, would you like this glorious queen to touch you? Remy's a little nervous around people sometimes. She takes a while to warm up. No, there's no offense at all. She's just very particular, and
Oh, of course, yes.
She might not recognize.
Used in a former life.
Oh, awesome. Oh, well, if not, don't worry about it. Animals and such, right? They're very dumb and they can't understand, they're engaging with. I can't hold it against this poor, foolish creature.
I start climbing.
The size of a pea.
Who would deny the touch of a queen after all?
I start climbing down Marcon's body and scurry over and climb up on the queen and nibble on her ear.
Oh, hello, how adorable.
Well, look at that. It took her no time at all to warm up to you. That was quicker than average. Wow.
Right.
I've actually never seen that. Yeah, I've actually never seen that happen before. I guess she is a good judge of character after all.
I believe she is. Yes, of course. Yes. Oh, please allow me to. Perhaps we can find a sweet treat for your cute companion, and perhaps a strong drink for you. Yes, we can share some more tales.
That sounds fantastic.
Oh God,
lovely. Yes. Oh yes, and she scritches you like on the top of the head, like.
I hate this so much. This is killing me.
She's a little cringy. Yes. Oh, that's all right. Here, let me give her back to you, and she kind of puts her hand to see if she can pass you back.
I'll gently put her on my hand and then put her back on my shoulder.
Thank you. Very adorable. I don't want the smell to stay on my outfit. Yes, it's much dancing to do snoozing.
Oh, I understand. I have to keep a special cologne.
I don't envy your resilience as a pet owner. Yes. Well, yes, let's get that drink, and we'll find a wonderful little treat for you, you little cute, stinky beast.
Would you like that, Remy? Would you like a little treat?
I am plotting her murder as we speak.
Nice. Oh, who's a stinky beast? Who's a cute little stinky beast? It's you. Oh yes, let's get that drink.
Ooh. That's so funny.
I love you, Dan.
It's an opportunity of a lifetime. I have to. So the two of you head over to the bar. Evangeline, or the three of you rather, head over to the bar to get. She sends someone to go find a delicacy, some wonderful treat that she thinks you might like. Evangeline, you have left the main room. You've gone through a couple hallways, through a couple smaller rooms are still huge, but smaller than this grand ballroom. And you find yourself in almost like a reading room. It's still pretty big, probably the size of a normal person's house with no interior walls, right? It's still roomy. A lot of books, a lot of comfortable reading chairs and places to talk, a number of drink carts to choose from, and a small bar along one wall that has, you see casks of ale, there's wine, there's mead, there's things like that. It's awesome. Sorry, chat pops up for me in the Zoom on my phone. So
No, don't look at it.
Sorry.
Every so often I'll see it, I'm like, wait, that's hilarious. Okay. And good, Sam's still here. I hope you enjoyed that, Sam. Hope you all enjoyed that. It was so fun.
That was so hilarious. Oh my god.
Nice. Oh, well, Evangeline, I'm so glad we could retire here. Let's sit in the corner over there. Let's get ourselves some fresh drink, and we'll sit down in the corner over there, right? Have ourselves that conversation.
Are you glad or scared?
I just think that's a good.
I'll take a maid.
Right.
I'll just go and
she'll hold
saunter
up
towards the closest chair and just plop down. Put my
She
cane
turns around,
across my
shoulders
lap.
up. Nice. She spins around, has her elbows up on the bar behind her, and just kind of watches you walk over there. Like, hate to
Stop
see
looking at
you
my
leave,
ass.
but
No, I'm
I
just kidding.
love to watch you walk away. Yeah.
You know who's on TikTok quarantine.
Nice. So she brings over the meats as well as a pitcher. All right, I got us a pitcher as well. I thought that might hold us over. And you're relatively secluded. There's other people in the room, but they're all far enough away. At least 15 feet is the closest any person, any individual is.
And there he goes. But it'll be a second. It's good.
Okay, so while he's gone, Baxel is going to rip Nobella to shreds, take the and we save the day. You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Why is
You
that?
bite her pinky.
I'm gonna bite her pinky
And pee in her drink.
give her rabies. I'm gonna poop in her drink, and I'm gonna I'll need her alive for a little bit, so I'll poison her with a paralyzing one, and find the cloak, and then give a big fat middle finger to her, bite her head off, watch her bleed, and then poop in her drink on my way up again.
In that order?
Maybe pee on her. We gotta have some pee. Sorry.
Oh, I can also hike a leg or squat and
squat on her
her
face.
desecrated corpse.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else can I do? Oh, I'll stick a dagger in her.
With what? Where's your dagger? Stick your claw on her.
Oh,
yeah.
she's currently, if you unwild shape, you'll be able to stick a dagger in her.
That's true.
Everything melds to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Or you could bite her eyeball.
I'm going to bite her eyeball out and eat it in front of her. She won't be able to see because she's dead. But
I think I need to invite him back. My bad. Oops, my bad.
Way to
Stoats have very strong jaws.
Oh, there he
They
goes.
do. So I'm gonna.
Sorry, Dan. I
going to-
forgot I had to invite you back. I'm so sorry.
Yep, that's okay. It shows up in my thingamabob now, so I think we'll be good.
Okay.
I don't know who's doing that. Uh-huh.
We destroyed Nobella. I ate her eyeballs, and we're all
Nice.
leaving.
All done.
All done.
We're dancing on the table.
Yep. You see this white stove just going doo, 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 with that little cute brown mask.
Do. Nice. Right. So Evangeline, she brings it over, sets it down. All right, Evangelina, what is it you were asking again? See if she can kind of wiggle out of it.
I think you know what I was asking.
All right.
Also,
Well,
why do you pick such subs to dance with?
oh, she was introduced to me, and I thought, well, I like to switch it up. So, I swear you have the best unintentional responses. I don't know how you do that. Every time the kiddo
Every
say
time my
something,
mic is
perfect.
hot, like
Yeah,
the kids
it's a
just like
perfect
either,
giggle.
yeah.
I'm trying. I lost this. The timing is perfect. I love it.
And I just go like, those are people in the background having a chuckle in the corner or
Nice.
something, you know.
That's amazing. I love it. Sorry. Okay.
I don't have to
So-
repeat myself. And if I do, let's just say I'm packing.
Look, you know that I owe you. Well, I feel I owe you a lot for what you did for me and my crew. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. Now I know that I also appreciate your entrepreneurial spirit in charging us to be saved, but I admire that. I still hold a position as admiral in this navy. I can't just spill all the tea, as it were, as the youngins are the one I was dancing with says these days. So
He belongs in the harbor.
well, I can tell you she's good at holding her breath. Listen. Well, I can't say anything outright, but I could tell you of a room here in this palace that may contain something that'll give you some of the information you're looking for. Now, I don't want any of this coming back to me, all right? I appreciate all the Queen's doing. I think some of it she's doing for the people. I think some of it she's doing for herself. And if it weren't for that, I wouldn't be sharing any of this with you. But you didn't hear it from me. But you can find some of what you're looking for, what you're clearly looking for, in a room, 2 halls down, 3 doors, 3rd door on the right. Okay, yep, go ahead and do an insight check.
Okay. Oh, that was 10.
Okay. Yeah, she seems to be being
That's
honest.
horrible.
Mhm.
Dice too.
When you get into that room, you're going to want to look for a false section to the floor. You can pry it up. Looks almost seamless, but it's under the bed. Pry that up. You'll find a couple of journals in there that might just give you a few of the answers you're looking for. You didn't hear it from me.
Lass, why don't you just use them yourself? You really like taking her money. And I know a few secrets that you might not like seeing the light of day. So What do you have to gain from all of this?
I'm serving the people. I'm
You're
a stop
serving your own
between.
ass.
You know that I'm better than that. I'm not much better, but better than that at least. The queens, the rulers, they come and go, but I hold a position that has to stay strong and stay the same and can't be changing like the winds. If I have
Just
to
like
endure
us,
some,
it's very hard to stay in positions of power.
right.
This information is correct. I'll send some gold your way.
I appreciate that. We're never funded as quite as well as I wish we were. So if you have some to spare, I'll see it put to good use.
Information correct.
I think you'll find just what you're looking for there.
Right. I'll just sit there and just look around the room and drink the rest of my mead. This is what, my third drink of the night?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She'll slam one back with you, and she'll try and catch up on some of your life and stuff if you have some time before you're pursuing this.
Yeah, we'll like chit chat for a few minutes and then
Yeah.
I'll finish and like head out to where she
Right.
said. But I want to look around and make sure that nobody's following me.
Okay. She'll wish you a fair, like, oh, I do hope to see you again before you leave. I'd hate to have to go home with that lass if I could spend some time with you.
No, I'm just kidding.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Hi. You look nice, by the way.
All right. I happen to take a gander your way, and I can safely say you do as well. Absolutely fine.
Thank you. Not too shabby if I do say so myself.
Not at all.
And yes, you have my consent to watch as I walk away.
He's busted. She's like, and she'll just lean right back in her chair. And, oh, indeed. And she'll,
Nothing like a good tease.
Nice. Awesome. Oh, that's awesome.
Now,
trying to think of a proper
halls?
naughty thing she'd say, but I can't.
That ass though, I don't know.
No, I know. I was going to say something like two dogs fighting one another, like two pit bulls. But I was trying to think of some nautical reference. I couldn't. Total fail.
I like to be shackled.
Nice. Awesome. All right, so as you head out of this room, you have the directions in mind. It's a few hallways down, which is all like a left, and then a right, and then you look down that next right hallway. It's a third door on the right. Seems pretty straightforward. You also know your way back to the main room if that's where you wanted to go. But as you leave,
I just want to do that, but I want to see if.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you start heading there. You leave the room, and you see like two people running down the hallway. Excuse me, and they push through a door that you see as it pushes open. It's a restroom. Gotta go, Paul, emergency! And they're
piss in your pants, mate. 24, by the way.
Oh, nice. We're gonna take our bio break here, and then we're going to continue on with a few other things. Let me get back. So for those who don't know, we'll take like a 10-minute bio break, refresh coffee, empty bladders, and so forth. And then we'll see you here.
Following D&D campaign is rated TV, MA, LSV,
Yeah.
It
Right.
contains
I always forget the
sexual
damn
situations,
blanket. Hey, Ro.
violence, extreme nerdiness, and evil player characters.
Can you please get me-
Just have like a kitchen towel or something.
Right? I've got. Yeah, nothing right now. Quarantine. Not the quarantine. Yeah, the COVID. Can you get me one of those cloth wipes, please? I think we do, but they're like hidden because the kids are like, "Ooh, yeah, let's use all of these." Thank you. Why you gotta be so kind? Ooh, skills, nicely done. Oh my goodness, I need some cereal. Cereal. Here's lemon. Here's. I'm going Cocoa Puffs tonight. Fruity Pebbles are great, but damn. I'm packing that down. Just save it. Delicious cereal.
Dan, do you want one playthrough or two? It's 2.5 minutes. It's almost done with this. Okay. Okay, so one more. Do you like it? There's
D&D campaign is rated TV, MA, LSV, It contains strong language, sexual situations, violence, extreme nerdiness, and evil player characters. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
No, it's fine. So that I was gonna put the art icons in the middle so that it would say and then just flash on either side. So I was gonna put something there, but I didn't wanna. Do you like the clothes with all the names? So after this one, I'll pull it back. I have desktop muted right now, by the way, so.
Following D&D campaign is rated TV MA LSVEE. It contains strong language, sexual situations, violence, extreme nerdiness, and evil player characters. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
And we're live. Hi, Steph. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, hit me mid emo dude. Yep.
Yep.
So great. This is just turning out so awesome. Thank you for working with me and all this impromptu stuff. And my apologies for the emo guy if it's either offensive to anyone that lives an emo lifestyle. I'm not trying to be too making fun of it or anything. I'm just trying to be silly with it. And Tasha, I'm sorry.
What?
Nice, yeah. I hope you don't mind me teasing, having Nobella teasing Daxel. I just thought for viewers it would be hilarious.
It's no. It's no, that's hilarious.
And then Marcon joining in and everything. It was like so funny.
You're just fueling your hate.
We had to make it convincing.
It was so great.
I came up with that line with the merchant company. I'm like off the top of my head. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm part of a merchant company. Blah blah blah.
Nice. I had to give it advantage on the road. Like that's a really compelling story. I delivered in a compelling manner. I'm like, yeah.
Totally.
Oh yeah, no, Steph. I killed Nobella and ate her eyeballs. That's all you need to know.
Right. One thing you did notice, Daxel.
Yes.
A very familiar cape. Of course, Maeve doesn't know, but Daxel, despite all this other stuff, still draped behind a fabulous cape.
Motherfucking Nobella's gonna die.
I mean, I asked if you guys wanted to kill her. You're like, no, I have to talk to Haga. But now that you see the kid, you want to kill her. I'm so confused.
Already, Jesus. No,
Can we just kill her now? Can I just
I mean,
can we just get it over with? Because I want to kill him. I want to do the thing. I want to do the thing.
Yeah, as long as Daxel can deal the killing blow and eat her eyeballs. Actually, no, she's poisoned. And then I scoop out her eyeballs and eat them while she's still alive. And then be like, ha, motherfucker, this is my cloak. Wow. Gonna
die. So Dan, does the guy make it to the bathroom or does he like shit his pants?
You know what? Let's have this person roll, right? Oh no, 4? No. You hear on the way in that loud clapping of a fart with a bunch of hitchhikers. Blah 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 blah. You hear his pace slow down inside. He's trying to pinch it. The door shuts.
Wow, he must have had the best.
Patsy eats some bad shrimp or something.
And then like keep going to where it was going. Moving quickly.
Wait, why weren't we killing Nobella again?
Because you wouldn't let me.
That was it? That was the only reason?
Because you wanted to talk to Aga first. You wouldn't let me.
It's part of the job is just finding out information. It's not we can't kill
that
anybody.
too, but
Surrounded by enemies. Let's
she
not
was
be
like,
stupid about that.
if you just tell me I can do it, I can get do my
Wait,
thing.
don't be stupid. That's really not in my forte.
Start to
Don't
go after
be
her
so
kill.
stupid.
Maeve's gonna peace out. She's like, I'll see you afterward.
I'm just saying, Amy might not really do that, but it'd be
Don't
funny.
be so stupid. Don't be so stupid.
That's awesome.
Emmy?
I gotta give props to Thaxel too for like holding it back there.
Oh my god, it's killing me. You don't even
And
know.
climbing up on her, I was like, damn, Thaxel's invested in this. Nice.
I am trying so hard. This is
Awesome.
internal conflict.
I'm
Emmy?
sure if we say the right things,
And
we
what
can
about
get back in
me?
there after that mission.
Oh no, for
Mm,
sure.
mhm.
But Emmy and I could come up with a plan later, and she can get her somewhere where I can kill her.
There's also
we
there's
could
also
totally.
the nuclear option.
I mean, if
so
Thaxel
funny.
can talk to me and you might listen, sure.
I mean, I'll just sweet talk it up, like, hey, how do you
With
want to?
money?
I mean, no, but she gets sweet talk into the juicy goodness of ripping skin off bone.
Don't be suspicious.
Ooh, that sweet sound.
Trying to be a
Don't be
sneaky sneak down the hallway. Clang, 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 clang. I don't know if I'm being sneaky.
I watched way too much.
Let me.
I mean, Evie could ask.
I'll roll for it.
I mean, since we can't do it now.
Ooh, I got a 19.
Nice. Yeah, you're pretty stealthy. You're just maneuvering your way. There's plenty of folks, not a ton in the hallways, but you cut through the rooms, you go around the hallways. I'm actually going to have you off doing that as I head back to, actually, I'm going to be right back to my seat. I ran out of booze. There's a lot of booze for the past week. Yikes, Dan, I got the problem.
Booze is great.
It's like all coffee booze. Oh, I got wine. No, I've got Moscato. It's better. Oh, well, not better, but different. Acceptable. All right, sorry. I'm just going to mix my coffee. I'll be back. But Maeve, when I come back, I'm going to check in with Maeve, just so you know. So you have a minute to prepare anything that you should be doing. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
I was like, you got a hot mic, so like you can't really be suspicious.
Ouch, that hurts. Okay. My coffee mug started slipping, so I re-gripped it, but it was the hot part.
Is it your coffee cup that you're regripping? I'm just saying.
Yeah. Nice. Ooh,
Where's those
hot.
bananas?
Yeah. There's one left. Good. I'll still be silly with it. Getting silly with it. Okay. So Maybriel, winter eladrin form currently. What are you up to?
Well, she just went off into that room with her Fae friend, who is going to spill all the tea.
Right. That's right. You had that 30 or something?
32.
32, right. So her friend right, so it would have been some of the other friends that stayed behind that winked at Indy. So your friend here that did the talking joined you. Yes, so there's so much talk. There's rumors abound. So of course there's rumors that she's quite a tyrant behind closed doors. Rumors that she removed the previous ruler. There are rather suspect circumstances around the passing of the previous ruler and the official in air quotes, letters left behind that stated this individual should be put in position of power next. Of course, there's always safeguards to protect against that. But whoever this individual is seems to either have quite a deal. This queen must either be powerful or have very powerful allies to find herself so easily swept into this position of power. To the public, certainly to the public, she just does everything she can to seem like a benevolent queen. But for any of us that have had any insight, there are certain things, there are certain times where she just snaps. I think she had some terrible experience in her past, and she gets triggered by that. Watch out! Rumor has it she's even slain some people simply for being there in her way while she's in a fit. Yes. There are, of course, the regular rumors, all this talk of peace with Evernight. Of course, Evernight was nothing for a very long time, and I don't see why anyone would want any stake in it. I know Queen Nobelle certainly brought it up many levels from what it once was, but they constantly have this battle. This war is not new. They had this war with the ants 50 years ago and 150 years ago, and every 50 years or the century, they're back again. Like, word has it that Queen Nobelle here may have some ulterior motives in pursuing this treaty as well. Can you imagine? Oh, a scandal.
Anything juicy and fun? Come on. It's been so long since I've been back home.
Yes, well, you didn't hear this from me, but
I don't hear it from anyone.
Of course. So there are a couple different things that might raise an eyebrow. One is someone insisted, a servant that has since gone missing, had entered Her Highness's chamber in the morning to awaken her for the day, only to find that her face was ill and sickly, skin cracking into seams along her face. And the servant screeched and ran from the room and found consolation in the head, the servant that was over her, sharing this tale, this frightening, harrowing, apparently, whatever visage she saw upon the queen's face terrified her absolutely. Now, maybe a trick of the light, who knows, but the servant went missing the next day. And, well, no one's has been anxious to take over that role since.
I could see that. Well, I don't know about a trick of the light. I mean, it is the Feywild, but still.
It sounded, yes, almost grotesque from the description that the head servant has shared. Of course, there's also, let me do a quick history roll.
Yeah.
And see what they might know. I think that's about it. They heard general rumors, none of which they seem to be taking a ton of stock in, just having fun sharing the rumors.
Sure.
But that seems to be it. Yes, I also hear that she receives mysterious guests in the night, ushered in utmost secrecy from the front gates directly to her chambers. Yes. Several hours pass and then they're escorted away. Sometimes they never leave. They never exit the room, and yet they're no longer there. So strange, yes?
What? Well, I mean, I could think of a lot of reasons that that's happening, but
of course, well,
and in
one
fact,
such as yourself.
If that's the case, and she's going to love her gift, and she'll kind of like shift the present that's underneath her arm.
Tell, what did you get the queen?
Well, why don't we go give it to her? I want to make sure that she knows it was from me, because you know, such a, I don't know, little queen as this, you know, someone who's just taken over.
Yes.
I want to make sure that she has a good sense of humor.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Please let me tag along for this. I'll stay behind
Of course.
Yes. Oh,
yes.
I'll mind my distance. Yes.
Oh,
wonderful.
look,
wonderful.
I mean, I'm warning you. I mean, if she's, you know, she doesn't like it, you might not want to be in the crosshairs.
Oh.
I don't mind taking the heat because, I mean, what is she going to do to me?
Right. Yeah. Oh, she's but a newborn compared to you, my queen. Oh, you are so devilish. Yes, let us go.
Let's go have some fun.
Nice. And she'll follow you out, and I'll let you. We'll segue right into that.
Okay.
You can head through the hallway and back out to the bar. You see her actually off, not at the bar, but it's on the far side from where your cousin and her friends were, the opposite side.
Okay.
Opposite back corner there, and there is a nicer couple of few tables set up there for the higher nobility, and she's at the main one. It's still a large circular one, but maybe like 8 foot width instead of the smaller 3 foot ones, and there's a number of people sort of sitting aside. You see, actually, some people are coming and going, but the only people actually seated there are the Queen and Marcon with Faxel Remy on his shoulder.
Okay.
They seem to be engaged in conversation.
Okay. So she will approach and give the appropriate bow to the fact that she's the hostess.
Yes, and she holds her hand out to you.
She'll wait just a moment before she takes it and just raises it, but doesn't actually kiss it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, hello. Yes.
Hello. I wanted to say thank you for extending an invitation and wanted to make sure that you got this and knew that it was from me. And she'll just pull out this like gilded, gift and hand it to her.
Oh, yes. I am glad that you approached. I was so hoping to meet you in person. I've heard so much, and I'm so intrigued. And she settles in with a gift. Is it like
all fun?
Oh yes. I find your nature and experience to be incredible. I feel like perhaps I could even learn maybe a thing or two. She starts to open up her gifts. She is like the thing where like you slide off the top.
Yeah. So it would have like okay.
What does she see in the box?
She sees a set of beautiful glass sex toys. So it's going to be some of the sex toys that I got from Kirk Pease. Yeah. Definitely. I won't even describe it. We'll say it's a set of 3. Should pick out very high-end, lovely ones, but yeah.
Oh, yes. Well, lovely. I do hope that these don't break. Yes.
Can I insight check her to see if she's like offended?
Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah. Okay, great. Oh, yeah. 27.
Oh, nice. Sam, you're in chat. Do you think that deep down inside, she would be offended by such a thing, or like, yeah? Nice. Okay. So if that's excellent. All right. You see that she seems to like. Gosh, it actually feels a bit like it's a bit rusty to her, having like that, like appreciating something and finding the humor in it. And she's really rusty at that. Oh, yes. Well, you certainly have wonderful tastes. And she slides it into like the.
I'm known for having wonderful taste, but I didn't mean to interrupt your conversation.
Oh, it's quite all right. We were just sharing a tale. Please join my new friend and his stinky companion.
She'll kind of give a little bit of a bow to Marcon before sitting down.
Marcon's actually gonna get up whenever Mavriel comes in, and he's gonna grab her hair and give it a light kiss, my lady, and then he's gonna sit down.
Oh,
Well,
yes,
you
I'm
found
sorry. Oh, good.
No, go ahead.
Marcon, Mavriel. Yes, she's quite a legend around here.
Really?
Maybe
I'm new
this
to the
is-
area. I'm
Oh, really?
not very new. I'm not privy to this. I'm actually a merchant. Dealing in the finest wares, trying to learn a couple things within the Feywild. Yes.
Fascinating.
I was telling him how grand the working materials are here.
Yes.
Yes,
They are superior to anything you'd
Indeed.
find on the Prime.
Quite.
I would know. I've been stuck there for years.
Oh no! Please tell me more. I'm rather excited to meet you.
Oh,
Given your experiences with the court, as it were.
which one?
Well, both actually. Everyone seems so tight-lipped here about the unseelie. Whereas I wish I could learn more. Being so new, of course, they have no business with me. Being not an Eladrin either. But I do intend to find my way into at least an introduction. I don't suppose you could give such a thing?
Perhaps. It's a little different of a hierarchy in the Unseelie. You have to be prepared for that sort of thing. I don't want you to, get your hands dirty if that's not what you're willing to do.
I'm rather pliable with. She kind of looks around and she has. You can tell she has a bit of excitement, at least, or an interest in you, in what you've done, because you definitely have an in to what she needs or wants. But she catches herself before continuing, in present company. So, everything's a matter of understanding the situation, and and the ethics therein can be gray sometimes, but whatever serves the country best, that is my guiding light.
Can I insight check her to see, I guess just to see how, get better an idea of the reaction that she had to the Unseelie court?
Okay, yeah. I'm so sorry, Sam.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought you were saying. I was like, I'm like, what are you sorry for me for? I rolled an 18, so that's
nice.
31.
Nice. Yeah. You can tell clearly she wants an end. So, she's power grabbed, right? And she knows that there's certainly power within the Seelie, which she's a part of this now. But she knows that the land where she lives, gray to black, is all the Unseelie court, and definitely wants that security of being over there versus being held, less accountability for perceived negative actions than here. So
okay. So whenever the queen turns the next time, just out of her eyesight, she'll cast sending on Emmy to let her know that she's made her way back to the queen, so that way she's updated.
You know what? With that, come here, Liam. What's up, buddy? You all right? I think that you sleptwalked your butt down here. You want to get those buns back in bed?
Now I have to see if, and now I have to decide when to turn into Dark Halen. got a nat 20, and people are paying biddies for me to turn into Dark Halen at some point.
Oh, that's amazing!
So guess what's gonna happen at some point?
What's that, Liam?
Let me just see how I can work this in. Let's see if I can figure out the best time to do that.
No show, buddy. I want you to head upstairs.
Just for you, wifey.
I'll get you in the morning. We'll have some showtime. Okay.
Just for
When
you.
I'm done with this, I'll come up and tuck you in, okay? It'll be a little later, all right? Then go get snuggly in bed, okay? Nope. Nope. I don't want to have to. I want you to earn those switch points. I don't want you to lose them. The fun's upstairs. I'll come get you, okay? If you have to pee, go pee, please, okay?
I guess I should prepare Dark Kaelin.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. People are tipping. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Make it happen, y'all. Bring those tips.
If we get 700 more bits, I will work it in at the best moment. Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
700 bits,
right.
and I'll work it in at the best moment to turn into Dark Kaelin.
Cool. All right. In that case, there's your challenge, chat. Bring it. Nice. Steph wants to see this happen so bad.
Oh, there it is.
And old school. There you go.
There you go.
Excellent.
I'm working it in.
Nice.
I think I'll find the right moment just to turn into Dark Kaelin.
Just make sure Thaxel is there to watch.
Oh, that would be even.
Will do.
That's all I ask.
You got this, Emmy. Okay, I'm actually going to scooch over to Emmy as this conversation's going on.
Oh yeah.
Emmy, you're down towards you're out by this kid's room. This is a little before you hear anything from me.
Okay.
Oh right. We've got our email.
Hype Train is here, and he got knocked off. So
Just as a hype train was starting.
Just as a hype train was starting, I will find a way to work it in, yo. I will find a way to work it in.
I've got some new hype.
I got a nat 20, and we got all the biddies for it. Yep,
Nice.
I'll do it. Yep.
Hype train.
Hype train. This is for you,
almost
chat.
level 2.
Yeah.
Go hype train.
This is for you, chat.
Oh, nice. Hey, listen, chat. If you can keep this hype train going, I think that I've got some juicy stuff that we can really make happen.
To make it like a big deal with that.
Yeah. Let's.
That would be awesome.
Mm-hmm. Let's do this. Thank you so much, everybody. Awesome.
Yay.
Yes.
Hype train level 2. Bring it. Okay. All right. Let's get our email on.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Or not.
Let me invite him back. Hold on. I'll invite you back, Dan.
Hype train.
Dude, if we can get level 3, that'd be even more amazing.
I'm convinced that I'm touching something on these AirPods that
50%
ends
of
a call.
are level 3, guys. Get level 3, and I bet it'll encourage him to make it even more juicy. Level 3. There you go.
Oh my gosh.
So I guess we need to make this happen. Yeah.
Me, by the way.
No, oh, thank you. Oh, sweet. All right, let's rock and roll. Okay, so
I contributed to that one a little bit. Yeah.
Let's make it happen, Captain. Yeah. Let's make it happen.
If we're doing the nuclear option, let's do the nuclear option.
God, I gotta.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know if you're all prepared for the.
I'm just kidding. That was a joke.
I mean, Chad is willing.
Listen,
I am able.
We're gonna make it amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do
level
it.
5. If we get a hype train, we can blow this thing up.
Yeah, level 5. Come on, guys, level 5. Level
I don't
5
know if Chad's
and
ready
get it.
for it.
I mean, I think they could be. Let's do it. Come
Nice.
on. Oh shit, level 4.
Nice.
Oh shit! We only have a couple minutes to get it to level 5, guys.
Whew.
Level
right,
level.
5 more biddies.
Come on, guys, you could do it. Hype train, hype, keep it coming.
Hype train.
Dan,
Thank you all.
hold on, I got some biddies. I think. Hold on.
Oh, nice.
Hold on, let me contribute to this shit. Oh, I got this.
Oh my gosh.
Let me
50% nice.
contribute
Okay,
to
listen,
this.
I'm gonna have to send a message or two to a player or two to prepare and give some all clears and some go aheads and some shifting and dancing here. This is gonna be great. Wow, we did
we're
it.
level 5. It's a done deal. We're doing it. Yeah.
Thank you
Come on, yes. All right.
I feel like you're not going to regret this. It's going to truly be as amazing as your hype train is. Oh, it's in level 5.
We're in level 5, yo. We're level 5.
Incredible.
Yep.
You all are
I mean,
amazing.
level 5. We're only 7% away from level 6, yo. The more higher it gets, the better.
Yeah.
And
I think this is where. Yeah. Oh
well, we have to. We're level 6. We got to make it happen. You ready?
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna roll with it. So just for preemptively, I'm gonna turn into Dark Kaelin just preemptively. I haven't shifted technically, just to give the visuals. So give me a second to get that on.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So hold on, just give me a second to adjust and get it all ready, so that we know that Dark Kaelin is ready. There you go. We have Dark Kaelin. Let's find a way to make this happen, Kat.
Nice.
What that tongue do?
She's gonna beat her to death with those beer steins in her hand.
Nice.
All I'm saying is y'all asked for it, so
amazing.
Sorry, not sorry.
Awesome. Let's see. All right, I'm going to.
I used all my bits, guys. Keep it going.
Amazing.
3 minutes left.
Woo. Thank you all so much. That is incredible.
Thank you for the hype train, guys. I love your faces.
Yes, 162%. That's incredible. Nice. Go. Okay, all right, listen, let's get this underway so we can get up to, I'm going to quickly just shoot one message in Discord to make sure that I have the thing down.
Y'all, 2 hype trains in a week.
Love your faces. This is gonna
Thank
be
you.
amazing.
Right? Such an incredible
Seriously.
community.
This is gonna be amazing.
Make sure I'm sending this to the right individual. Okay. Not information I want going anywhere else.
Finally figured it out. We're good now.
Oh, nice. Awesome. Bring it, Tasha. Bring it.
God, I love you. I love you so much.
All right, I'm gonna keep
I ran out on Sunday when we did the last hype train.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we gotta refill.
Thank you. All right, let's do this. Okay.
All right.
That's amazing. Okay. So, all right, we're emo-esque gentlemen. So he's walked you through a few hallways and stuff, and he's introduced you to a person or two that has some odd title you've never really heard of.
Right.
And insists that they're important. As you know, he brings you down to his room. It's like, well, I've got another friend or two that's big, but we're here at my room, so it's whatever.
Yeah.
So right here, and this is where they're letting me stay, and he goes over to a separate room within the room. It's a closet, large walk-in closet, and he opens it up, and inside is a servant that's bound and gagged. They were clearly they were talking down to me because I'm just not really high noble or anything. And
really?
and I was trying to help them out. I gave them some nice tips, and I was just being kind or whatever, because sometimes I guess you've got to do that. And I don't know, they saw him give me this look. He gave me this look, and it was just a really dirty look, and I could tell that he was just a terrible person, and was making fun of me with his eyes. So I don't know, if you want to beat him or anything, that's cool.
I mean, I'm not a beater. I'm a cutter.
Oh, I mean, I have some, and he opens up a drawer and pulls out leather-bound kit that he opens up with a bunch of different knives in it, different size and shape knives and everything. Like, I mean, I've got some of that too. Like, like I think he's like looking at you the same way right now or whatever.
I'd like to insight check him to see if he's like.
Yeah, like not all there.
Well, I mean, I know he's not all there. I mean, she's not stupid. But if this is like she wants to kind of survey the room and see if this is some kind of.
Oh, okay. You can insight him, and or you can like investigate the room if you want. How you want to, or one then the other.
Okay. Hold on, let me roll.
I think we're just gonna like help him on to the next life, which is probably better anyway.
And so for my insight check, I got a 24, and for my investigation, I got a 16.
There's nothing in the room that seems to be like a setup or something's going to be sprung, and he genuinely seems to believe this.
I mean,
like, he doesn't really deserve to be here, and we're kind of like doing him a favor, like if we send him off, so like he can, first like cleanse him with cutting, and that'll like cleanse him of all that negative energy in his life, and then we can like send him on.
Well, if if we do this, I'm gonna have to. And she looks down at her dress. She reaches. She pulls aside the slit and reveals her legs and slides her other leg forward, revealing the lack of. I'm not wearing any underpants, and she takes the dagger that she got from and she'll say, well, if I do this, then I'm gonna walk out of here and you take care of the mess. And
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think you and we have similar things. So I help you with this. And,
let's like cut together. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll put on some music. Like, cool. Like, all right.
Turn off the music.
It's all right.
I like to listen to them scream. It's nice.
Cranks it up. The music is a lot of screaming with some pitch involved. And he'll join you in the cutting.
She'll take really great pleasure in it. And this is something that she's really good at. And she makes sure to teach the guy a lesson about fucking with people and kicking them when they're down. And when somebody's trying to help you, she'll really explain to him when somebody's trying to do something good for you and trying to sincerely be there for you, this is what's going to happen to you. They'll flay you and feed your said she'll start shoving his own flesh in his mouth, and she'll just go really dark with it. And you could tell she's
more room, and it'll cut open the cheese.
More room. Yeah. And she'll get Amari dark. And
nice.
And she'll put the knife, she'll press the digitation of the knife and put it back in its sheath. And she'll step back, and I would like to think that she's good enough at this that she's managed to avoid, most of the blood splatter.
Yeah, we'll save for this,
And she'll
clean it up anyway.
She'll look over to him and kiss him gently on the cheek and say, you know what? If anybody fucks with you again, let me know. And we'll make a date of it.
Okay. Yeah. All
right. You take care of this. I'm gonna.
Right. Well, I'll see you around, like if it works out or whatever.
I mean, it'll obviously work out. You'll be
cool. All right. Take care.
Yeah. She'll walk out of the room casually.
You begin walking. Are you heading back? You get as you start leaving the room. That's by happenstance when you get the message from Maeve. Do you respond?
No.
Okay. In which direction do you want to head in the hall? You step out in the hallway. Left is back to the banquet. Right is further into the building.
She's gonna want to go back into the banquet and kind of see what's going on. She really wants to get some fresh air.
Nice. Well, as you're walking down the hallway, turn left. You're heading back to the banquet. Make a perception check with advantage, if you would, as you're walking past a few different rooms left and right. And we should be good for Sam. Sorry about that, Sam.
24.
Okay. I'm going to send you a whisper, but there's something that you see in one of these rooms that will likely stop you in your tracks. I'll send you the message.
Okay.
And you turn and let me send you a message. I'm pretty sure you'll head into the room.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, you stop. Huh?
Okay, go ahead. No, yeah.
You'll turn and walk into that room, and I'm going to fade out from here.
Okay.
So maybe you don't get a response. As for anyone scanning the room, you don't see Emmy around. Okay, so let's see, next is Evangeline. Sorry, I just saw her video on the thing. The kids, take your time, take your time. Oh, no problem, no problem. Oh, okay, good to go. All right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we gotta be up at 7:30 because I started work back up now. So it's
like, right. News change, yeah. Yep.
Y'all knew this was coming. I know it sucks.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay.
So you have found your way down to this room.
Mm-hmm.
The door is closed. And what do you want to do? The door is closed. Do you want to check it and see if it's unlocked, or what would you like to do?
I do want to see if it's locked. But before, I don't know why my throat just went. I want to look around from side to side first to make sure nobody's watching me jiggle on the door. Oh, that sounded dirty.
Right, so no one's like falling around. Yeah, good. Yeah, perception check with advantage because it's a hallway.
I got a 10.
Oh my gosh!
Well, because
nice. The meat is kicking in.
My advantage was a 5.
Oh my gosh! Could make a Constitution saving throw as the beer, the booze have had some time to kick in. Maybe.
Okay, you're in Dice Joe. Fuck you. Okay.
Nice.
Ooh, okay, that is so much better. 5, 6, 7, 8, 23.
Damn. Okay, you're holding your booze just fine. So, no one's coming. Do you want to check that door? What would you like to do?
Yeah. I want to check and see if it's locked first.
It is. It looks like just your basic standard keyhole, nothing advanced. It also looks, well, it's a decent door. It's a solid wood door. I mean, you're pretty strong. If you wanted to, you could either try and pick it if you have something. All right, go for it. Go ahead and make a strength check with advantage, because I feel like this is a pirate's
what
bread
I'm
and butter.
born to do.
Yeah.
22.
Nice. Boom. You kick the door in, and the top hinge pulls out from the jam, and it's staying up, and it hits the wall so hard it kind of bounces back a little bit, but is now ajar. A very nice bedroom setting lay before you. There are a couple of lights that spring on as the door opens, ever burning flames and candles. You see the bed, hardwood flooring in here. What would you like to do?
Go under the bed. Look under the bed.
Nice.
Not
Peeky, you
literally
can't find
go
me
under
here.
the bed. Yeah. Peekaboo.
Nice. Go ahead and make. Actually, you don't have to make any check because it was explained to you where it is. You do, in fact, see a seam. You're like, oh wait, yeah, I see these panels. They can probably pop up, and they do. It takes a little messing with, and you get a knife in there, and zoop, it pops up, and you find 3 separate journals that are clasped shut with some twine. They fold over and then they're bound around with a little bit of like a twine sort of string that is there.
I'm gonna sit on the bed, but with my looking at the doorway to keep watch, and open one of them. I'll grab the journals and like sit on the bed and open one of them.
Please make an intelligence check as you read through this first one, because as you begin reading the text, do you read Sylvan? I should ask first.
I think she. No.
Okay. Very flowing, beautiful writing. I thought maybe, yeah. So it's in Sylvan. There are some parts written in Common, only a few, a chapter here and there, but it seems to be mundane text, sort of a catalog of events that are very boring, daily events. So go ahead and make an intelligence check when you read the Common parts.
All right, 10.
Oh, awesome. 10 is a magic number.
Smart, love.
Okay. Yeah, you don't really pick up anything. You feel like there has to be more to that. 10's actually an average intelligence, translates from the game to real life. So 10 is, a little bit smart. I think, yeah, it's like average.
Aww,
so I think that you might
sweet.
be. Yeah, oh, there, yeah.
She's drunk off her ass, but like, that
awesome.
was so sweet.
It seems fairly mundane. You think there has to be more to it than this, and there's all this Sylvan. So, and while you don't read Sylvan, you recognize it for sure, having been in the Fae here. Very flowing and sweepy and huge and fancy. So you think if you can find someone that reads Sylvan, as you check the books, if you were to check the other two, it's very similar.
Okay, so I'm gonna close it, and I'm gonna try to like put all 3 of them, like maybe like, oh, I can't do it down my pants. That would be too hard. I'll put them all down my shirt.
Okay, you kind of tuck them like into a belt if you have anything like that, so they're like under your shirt but fastened and
under my
uptight.
Shirt, like kind of tucked behind my belt under my shirt, like.
Okay.
Got a little bit.
Plus, that nice jacket, right, where you can kind of like button it in front.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That.
And just kind of.
Nice.
Nothing to see here.
So you head on back out to.
Well, I want to see if there's anything to steal.
Oh, okay. There are plenty of things you could steal. They're just all like a nice clock, but it's a big dookie clock. Everything's kind of large in here. It's mostly furniture pieces that are nice. They don't really have anything. This isn't really a lived-in.
I'll just leave the door the way it is and walk out then.
Nice. All right, you leave before anyone happens to walk by. And are you heading back to the grand ballroom or elsewhere? Okay, so you are on your way back to the grand ballroom.
And I'll just start saying, and it's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly grog. It's all for my beard and tobacco. Just starts hooping and hollering down the hallway.
Yes, amazing. You get some looks, and other people are like, yeah, it's a Fae party. We get it. So I will return back to, let's see, we have Marcon, Faxel as Remy Stoat, and Mavriel, Remy the Stoat, back with the Queen. Who's going on. She's now telling you, Maeve, about the story of the stinky-footed individual and her time-sensitive adventure. adventurer. And that is how I saved that poor imbecile's life.
It gets better every time I hear it.
Right? Poor fool. I wonder if she's even alive today.
Oh,
Probably not. She sounded like she didn't have the faculties to live very long.
I am
No,
digging
no.
my claws into you, sir.
It's amazing.
God
It
damn
would be
it.
a small miracle for sure. Oh, yes. But, well, Gabriel, thank you so much for this gift. Um, I can't let you leave empty-handed, and she'll wave over a servant and whisper to them, and they'll hustle off.
Oh.
And please, I do insist. There's a gift I have in mind that you will absolutely love. Yes. Have you found the party to be sufficient so far? Are you enjoying yourselves?
Of course. Ran into some old friends, making some new friends.
Oh,
It's been delightful. So
wonderful.
thank you again.
If you perchance find yourselves also here, we have our neighboring Queen Nobelle. Oh, and this other individual that totes along behind her. And I can't remember her name, but always there, always. If you were to, I'm seeking in a bit of an alliance, you see. They are under attack, and it's not to bore you with politics, but since you've been stuck elsewhere, I thought perhaps you'd appreciate it. Just looking to help and get some of our forces over to their country to help defend their poor townsfolk, the ones that are outside of the large cities, and make sure they have the protection that they need to thrive. The thought of these poor villagers being swept up by giant ant people is just a bit too much for me to bear.
Can I lean in conspiratorially and say,
Yes.
that's quite altruistic for someone who wants an introduction to the non-Seelie court?
I have to hedge my bets. If I'm unable to get into the Unseelie court, certainly I must gain some political strength elsewhere by other means.
And you think she's the way to do that?
I think she or her kingdom, yes.
Could I tell if she's... From that sentence, I'm starting to worry that she's like wants to take over when she's made the alliance.
You make an insight to see if she's
giving anything away. Yes, I just keep rolling better. That was a 19, so that's a 20 or 32.
Nice. Okay. You
laughing at chat. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just reading the Twitch.
Yeah.
It was like Dan.
Yeah.
So, in a subtle, not so subtle way, she is eluding. She's trying because she knows you're with the Unsteely Court, and because she feels that you would understand that course of action. She's saying it in a way that hopefully sounds calm, or not calm, not innate. What's the word I want to use? Not disarm. Oh my gosh, why can I not think of this word? Not not potent. But also like eyebrow waggle to you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Like in like if that's a thing that you think the Seelie Court might be into, then that may at least that's what she's letting on. She may have other plans, but that's what she's letting on.
Sure. Okay. Cool. Well, maybe after I've had a chance to visit with you, I'll go and make an introduction. See what these peasants in the other neighboring kingdom are.
Oh, yes. It's a quaint kingdom, rather new, I understand. The queen seems pleasant. Her compatriot that follows her everywhere seems a bit annoying, but I suppose we all have to have some of those. Well, yes, oh, yes, she calls a servant over, and they return. And actually, Sam, since you're in chat, do you feel that do you have a gift in mind that she would give back to Mavriel? Because I'll defer to you if you have something in mind. B, if you don't have something in mind, do you feel that she would give like a joking kind of gift, like a yes gift, but also a bit of a tease, the way Mavriel did? Or do you think that she would just give her something to be like, look at how important I am? Interactive chat. Yes, that's great. Oh, good night, Kilton Viking. Rest up. Damn, Emerson earned a 10K bits badge. Nice, M.
Yeah.
Sorry, just scrolling back. All right, let's see. All right, Sam, I'll give another like half minute just in case she return the joke. Okay.
All right.
What's she gonna do? Okay. Yes, this is perfect. I saw this. I sent servants to procure a number of gifts, but I went with them, and I picked out a few that I thought would be lovely, and a few that I thought, well, much kin to yours, might be give a bit of a roll, of a roll. Yes, well. I don't know if she wants to give exact. I'm like, well, whatever, that's what you're getting. So yes, right here, please accept this on my behalf. I hope you find that it offers a wonderful experience. And she passes a similar box over to you.
And she'll take it. Thank you. I appreciate the gesture. And she'll open it.
Nice. So it's sort of like not quite anal beads in that it's just a bunch of bulbs in a row.
Yes.
And then sort of a like a stopper, like an emergent, like don't go in past this. But then on the other side is this a couple of really fluffy. It's like a feather duster on the other side, like a foot and a half feather duster. I do hope you find some good use for this.
This is lovely. I can't wait to add this to the collection.
Wonderful. I do apologize. I must attend. You know how it is. We'll go around, see faces, shake hands. Yes.
No, I appreciate the time that you were able to give, and I will go introduce myself to this other queen. See what she's like.
Lovely. And she'll get up and turn to Marcon and you. It's been a pleasure, both of you. Please do see that you take care of yourselves. You don't want to end up like that bumbling fool I talked about.
Oh, absolutely. Quick thing before I go, my queen.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you think these peasants would need to be supplied with various arms and armor?
Oh, who wants to be supplied with it? Sorry.
The peasants that we were going to go see.
Right. Well, yes, I imagine they don't have the training in it, perhaps not, but at least some so do you handle weaponry at all? Some basic weaponry?
Absolutely. Yeah. Weaponry, armor, things like that. Who would I talk to set something up, like a trade deal of some sort?
I would say that there is gosh, I don't have the notes up, but there is an individual that is one of the people on the list, and she'll give you that name. People that you could speak to here. The master of arms. Gosh, what the heck's the name? Oh, no, that's the other one. That's the here we go. Ichabod Doolicki. Yes, he's Minister of Arms. Is the Goliath right over there, standing awkwardly next to the dance floor. Okay. Face palm a little bit. Yes. You're welcome to speak to him, although I might also recommend, if perchance you consider speaking with our neighboring queen, perhaps offering, if you're looking to offer a deal, perhaps mention that it's on behalf of our discussion. Anything that we can help sway our position with her, I think would do wonders for me. I would appreciate that.
Oh, absolutely. I will definitely keep that in mind. Thank you so much, my queen. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to, you know, talk to someone such as I. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Of course, Mark. It's been a pleasure. And you, my stinky little friend. Oh, she's gonna pet you on the head again. You, who's the stinky beast?
I snap and bite her finger.
Nice. Oh. She baps you in the head. Oh, you do not bite a queen, you smelly beast.
Ooh.
Oh my. No. Well, I do hope that you have a good day, Marcon and Mavriel.
Marcon will pet Remy's head and be like, yeah, she's a little cranky. She might need to go down for a nap.
A little cranky.
Or perhaps permanently. Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, you are this close for me while shaping out of this pretty cute little stove.
I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet.
I am dying.
Farewell then. Yeah. And she'll get up and walk off elsewhere in the ballroom. So I'm going to jump over to, let's see, Evangeline in a minute. So Maeve and Marcon, you see Evangeline come through one of the side doors, the same side door that, or the opposite side door of where Emmy went. No word back though. Still, it's getting into an awkward time where Emmy probably should have responded but hasn't. Maeve, just time for this.
Well, it's also Emmy, so I'm not necessarily expecting her to, answer back, especially if she's, preoccupied. So it was more of an informative sort of, hey,
gotcha.
If you had wanted to come on by, I had her. So.
All right, Evangeline, you find your way as you come back into the grand ballroom. You see right in the corner here, like
I'm just like
20 feet away, them, yeah.
And I've spent all my tin on the lassie drinking gin. More ale.
Bartenders sends a servant on over, yeah, and brings another large jug of
My bad.
ale.
Awkward silence.
Yeah. Right, you will see her arrive.
I'm just gonna be looking around.
So she's like 10 feet or wherever. She comes up to your table. She's right there now. Marked on it and nice.
I'll walk up to the table.
Okay.
Squeak, squeak.
Hi, sexy.
Squeak.
I'm talking to Maeve.
Squeak.
It's good to meet your acquaintance. If you'll excuse me.
I'm gonna take my hat off and give a deep bow while not spilling my ale.
She'll return a curt bow and say, I'd love to chat, maybe a little bit later, but and she'll kind of shake the box that she now has in her hand. I've got to pass along a gift. I'll be back. It was good to meet both of you. And
it was a pleasure. And Marcon will actually make his way over to the Master of Arms.
Okay, as he's passing, is he passing me as he does this?
Yeah. Marcon's gonna ignore you. Keep walking towards the guy.
I'm just gonna sit down at the table. She doesn't know. She's just gonna plop down, feet up on the table, and just keep drinking, watching the room. And she's actually pretending to be drunker than she actually is. So it's all in the game, love. Is it the queen left? Or is she still here?
Yeah, she left.
Yeah, the queen. So when Aw, everyone left.
I know, everybody left, and I'm just like,
sorry.
All right.
I mean,
got my shit.
To be fair, Marcon's my ride. So
That's fair. Yeah.
Oh.
True.
I'm gonna blame it on Marcon for leaving you alone because I had pre-established I was already getting up to go. So
I also said I was gonna talk to the Master at Arms too.
That's
So.
too bad.
Right.
You snooze, you lose.
Like to be
Right, so she sits down and you two get up.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. There's some people that are looking, but also like, yeah. Sweet. All right. Did you mention anything, Evangeline, before they got up about the Sylvan or the books, or no? You just you ready for your drink? Okay, so you order your next drink. Oh my gosh, you order. I got a message.
Just
Sorry.
keep it quiet.
Nice. All right. So let me jump to Barcon. Then you head over to the Master of Arms.
He'll be like, hello, good sir. My name is Marcon, and he will run his hand, pull out his hand to shake his.
So he's like, 8.5 feet tall, being a Goliath, and reaches out his big honky hand and gives you a nice firm handshake. Yes. Good to meet you. I'm Ichabod.
Oh, Ichabod, nice to meet you.
Yes.
So I heard from our illustrious queen that you guys are trying to outfit a peasant village.
Yes, we prepare to protect village of neighboring kingdom.
Now, how are you supplying them with weapons, armor, training, anything of this sort? Because I could probably offer all those things for a moderate discount for the next guy.
Well, everything waits on Queen Alindra's approval, but swords and training we will offer if she approves.
Ooh, okay. Queen Alindra.
Queen Alindra is queen and ruler of other kingdom, Evernight.
Gotcha. Oh, okay, so Queen Ormia didn't need this.
Yes, she not need this. She has Ichabod, an army.
Oh, fair enough.
Pats his chest.
Okay, so wait, I would have to. Okay, so all right, I misunderstood what was going on.
Sorry.
Yeah. So it's to outfit the villagers for the queen that had already hired us, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I gotta shut this down then.
Okay.
for right now, yeah. and then Marcon will say okay, and then he'll be like, well, I'll go ahead and talk to her. You have an amazing evening, sir. And then
yes, enjoy evening.
And then Marcon's gonna walk away, kind of like have his head shrunken down. It's like, shit, I thought I could get that done, but I guess not today. It's okay.
All right. And then Mavriel, you were heading up to see someone?
Well, she was just going to go and pretend to make introductions with Queen Alindra.
Okay.
Yeah, so she was just, it's not an RP thing. It's more of like a,
gotcha.
Novella had pointed her out, so she was going to go make introductions with them.
All right. Amy, you're still lost in what you're doing.
Okay.
Evangeline. I'm sorry. Remy, Thaxel, let me jump in and see if you have anything while on Marcon's shoulder that you wanted to play out.
I am plotting Nobella's death.
I forgot she snagged you.
I don't have anything. I am now seething and everything's lost now. That's all. That's
Your
all that's
fur is
occupying.
like raised.
Yeah, my fur is raised. I just got backhanded by this stupid bitch, and I want to
That
find
makes
a
it
way
better.
to.
It was definitely backhand then.
Yeah. So she forgets why she's even here in the first place. And is trying to figure out how she can sneak away from the group and kill her.
Barkhan's gonna offer, hey, that was rough back there. He's gonna whisper it to her. That was rough back there. Do you want a little bit of booze? Would you like a droplet of whiskey? I don't know how much a stoat would be able to handle. Okay, because that was rough. I was playing along, but damn, I didn't think she was gonna slap you.
She invaded my personal space.
Yeah, she pet you, then she slap you. That's
Yeah,
the
bitch needs to die.
Awesome.
So no, she doesn't. She forgets why she's even on this mission in the first place.
That's amazing. She's lost it. Okay. In that case, Evangeline, you are at this table, drinking away and singing. Is there anything you want to do whilst here? You're being fed all the booze you want?
I'm gonna look around the room and see if there's anybody else that I recognize besides everybody else in the Admiral. Is the Admiral back in the?
Not yet. Nope. I don't know. There's a lot of faces here. I feel like you I mean, I don't think it's anyone you know well. But I feel like there's just some vaguely familiar faces, people that you've seen in court, if and when you've done any business with that particular court currently.
Oh, they all suck at business anyway. Oh, while of a tale to tell you that. Just keep singing.
Nice. Alindra, having received the invitation, where are you currently, Marcon? I'm sorry. Within the ballroom.
Marcon's actually making his way back over towards the bar.
Okay.
Because just to kind of fill you in, his initial plan was to scam this Goliath out of money and be like, hey, I will do all this.
Nice.
I just need a little bit off the top, but I'll be right back, I promise. But we would have been scamming our employer, so I'm just like, that's a conflict of interest. I can't do that. Not yet.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Not yet, yeah.
But yeah, he's
Awesome.
he's gonna be heading to the bar.
Okay. All right, so you head back over near Evangeline, that part of the bar back there. Mavriel, you have your time with Alindra, and she, carries on, keeping it moderately brief to, keep up appearances. Where do you want to go from there?
I mean, I guess she would just be sort of milling around, watching the room. I mean, yeah. At this point, she
friends.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. May I have everyone in here roll perception check with advantage?
Me too, or no?
Nope. Because you're not.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, finally, don't roll.
I got a nat 20, so I'm not going to change that.
Jeez, nice.
I could move my webcam, but that would be kind of rude. But
oh no, I believe you. That's amazing.
25,
okay.
25.
So you're
22.
singing and you're looking around. Nice. Okay.
Oh, dirty 20. Oh, sorry.
20. No, you're fine, Dave. Dirty 20.
I got a 21.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Excellent. So everybody sees this.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. So you see, you're all glancing about. Evangeline, that's the way to live a tale. Singing, and you look around behind you, back towards where Nobella was originally, back by the main double set of doors in the very back of this room. The room behind it again is really bright, so you can't see really in it. It's just shining this light out, creating silhouettes in the as people kind of walk through the doorway and stuff. You hear Let's see, Mark Hahn, as you're headed back over there with Faxel, the two of you are also kind of, something catches your eye over there for a moment. Like, wait. Mavriel, you're walking, sort of perusing and scanning, and you see it like, wait a second. Here's what you all see. Walking up to the doorway are two individuals. A rather tall gentleman, hair pulled back into a ponytail behind his head that hangs just down to the base of his neck. Sort of like a long leather kind of fashionable trench coat, high leather boots, walking away from all of you. So you don't quite see his facial features. He's moderately tall, maybe like 6'1", pretty solid build. And walking next to him is Emmy. However, as she's walking away, like side by side, sort of like a foot or two in between them, walking into this other room, they're becoming silhouettes. Emmy, what happens to your form?
So Emmy kind of turns back and glances over her shoulder, and as she does, she looks back to the gentleman, and with the sweetest smile, she shifts into Dark Kalen and gives him a wink.
Of course, my
Sorry. So you catch that.
Who the fuck is that over there?
The two of them walk a little bit further, so they're now perfectly framed within this double doorway, wide open doors. They've become all but silhouettes as the light is just cascading over them. They pause, and he turns toward Dark Kalen. He's standing in the center of the doorway. She's against the jamb, and she turns toward him. And he leans in, sort of like a manga, with the guy leaning over her, hand on the door jamb. And down this side of his body, you can see some definition, a scar running over his eye. For those of you that have met the Baron, you see the Baron leaning over her. He says something to her, leaning in.
She smiles and laughs, looks up at him.
Nice. She goes up on her tippy toes and
kisses him so sweetly.
And he pulls his hand back, puts his other arm over her shoulder, and they walk off into the other room. You see, falling behind Emmy, something drops. It looks maybe like her doll. And as they pass out into the light, another individual stumbles out, kind of past them, kind of getting pushed out of the way, but past them, looks at the two of them and looks down and picks up this doll off the ground and holds it up. It takes a few steps into the ballroom and looks around like, whose is this? And this woman looks like, let's see. Go ahead if you want to say what she looks like, please.
She stands at 4'11". She has her hair is up in a half, kind of like a ponytail drawn up, but her long silvery-ish platinum hair falls all the way down to her calves, even though it's up. She's very slender, but has a swimmer's build. And she's wearing a very revealing but still respectable gown. It is silvery, covering just over her breasts and down. Her legs are thin chains to her hoe boots that come to her thighs. And she has a silky, almost sheer cloak flowing behind her. And she looks around, and does she see anyone that she knows?
As Evangeline has been looking over there as well, Evangeline, you see a good old friend, someone you know very well. And of course, you as well. see her, and I'll say the name for if you two want to. Well, I guess I'll say Evangeline. You see Nemolere. You see Nemolere holding this doll, looking about, and that's where we'll end tonight's session. Bam!
There you go, Steph. I turned into Dark Kaylin for you. I hope you're happy.
Wow.
Dark Kaylin and the Baron.
Wow.
Whoa.
I mean, you asked for it. I mean, I'm just doing what you asked. Isn't that what I always do?
Why is he here?
I gave you what you wanted.
Okay, like,
Why? Why?
For our viewers, since everyone else is
oh, excuse me.
The Baron wasn't involved in this.
since our characters were all wrapped up in this, our viewers that have been attending the ball would have heard a glass break, and upon glancing over, see Queen Nobelle and Real having dropped her glass drink and just sort of slack-jawed for a moment.
Because she saw the Baron, or because she saw Kaylin, or both?
Both.
Yeah.
And
What? She's not
Oh
taking
my
any action because
God.
she's not sure what's going on, but she is just shocked.
she shook.
Twists. Maeve doesn't know what's going on.
Oh my gosh, how fun! Thank you for the
He's gonna
hype
have
train.
a lot
I
of
hope that was
questions.
sufficient.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, you guys asked for a hype train for Dark Kaylin. I gave you one. You asked for it.
You know where that goes. Go.
I mean,
Sad now?
Go to bed.
Okay, I will.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sorry.
No, it's like literally midnight, and I've been having them like go to bed for 2 or 3 hours now.
Yeah, no kidding. Yep.
I'm just like, shut my foot up.
Poor Steph.
I'm gonna lose it.
Enough is enough. Go to sleep.
What the hell, Dan? Steph, I love your reaction so much. And I love it. Yeah, you and Tasha had a fantastic reaction tonight. It was so great.
I felt
So
bad
great.
because I literally just went, come on.
Yes.
Wow.
I mean, she
I
tried
had to
to.
like process.
She
what was
tried to
going
be
on for a second,
friends.
'cause I was like, wait a minute. Like,
She tried.
Evie's
She
gonna have a
tried
lot
to
of
be
questions.
friends. He was out of everybody, she tried so hard. And the only person that just accepted her the way she was him. And he took care of her. And you guys refused to accept her help, refused to do anything. So she
Wait.
she told you time and time again, just let
This
me
was-
in.
This was behind the scenes.
That's just, I think Emmy's impression of the party.
Yeah.
And so she out, Baron got plans, and
Mm. I mean, she tried to reach out to you guys so many times. She was like, I'm here. Why? I'm doing everything you want. Everything.
But we have to kill Emmy now because she's like,
I mean, you
Nice.
can certainly
Girl,
try.
your list.
it's getting so long.
Yeah.
You can certainly try.
And I got Nemolere, who's
Oh.
of course entirely separate.
Oh, and not the same
And has a
person.
bestie in the group. Yay.
Wow.
Gonna be interesting. So yeah, but it's a full-on character change out. So I hope you all enjoy all the fun and new challenges and new dynamics coming down the pipe. There is definitely, some incredible stuff going on. I mean, the fact that Nobelle has seen the Baron and Dark Kaylin, the two of them together and kissing and leaving. She's like, what? Wait a minute.
Raya okay with this?
He
Oh, of
just
course she
fucked
is.
up Stormfall,
Mhm.
man.
Yeah.
I mean,
But you got journals that.
I mean, the last thing that Raya said to her was, "Of course, I knew all along." What did she say? They have an open relationship. When he needs it, it's
Yeah.
fine.
When you live longer than the immortals, you gotta be able to shake it up, right?
Yeah. Amazing. But some mission success in there. I think everyone did an exceptional job of schmoozing their people, and of course Evangeline has those journals that are
Good
purportedly
job.
hold the
Sound and
information.
safe,
job.
guys.
Those
Safe and
are-
sound.
Those are
Yeah.
pro move. We needed those.
Well, I just added her to my hit list, so I really just need like a scroll.
Aww.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
try and see if I can.
That's so sweet, you guys. There's a reason I don't tell you everything about my.
Nice.
Hold on one
Nice,
second.
Sam. That's not worrying. Also surprised there's traitors to the evil
Oh.
campaign. Right? You get this bond, and then you just surprise. It's still a surprise.
Because
Yeah, hit me up,
I
Sam,
have
hit
a
me
little
up.
bit of faith that
She
you
tried.
guys-
She tried to reach out. She tried to be nice, and you were like, "Fuck you." And she tried to give everything to you, and you were still like, "Fuck you." So she tried to be mean, and you were still like, "Fuck you." So there was no reaching you. So
No,
she
I'm
was
just hearing
like,
that you are in
bye.
cahoots with the Baron. That's
"She's like, bye."
That's the end of the story. Nice. That
Yep.
was mine. That's great.
Yeah.
So we have
so-
Mercs of Mischief of Tabletop Gaming Network. When you're ready,
We have, I'm sorry, what?
Mercs of
Pass on
Mischief.
a doll?
She took the doll.
Yeah.
Nim has the doll.
Yeah, Nim has it. She's like, what's this? And so, but what did you say about Tabletop Gaming Network?
Oh, Mercs of Mischief are on from that group, in case you were wondering.
Oh, how neat.
Oh,
Yay, cool. Hey. Yeah, so for those that don't know, we have recently joined, been accepted into the Tabletop Gaming Network, which is full of amazing tabletop shows. I think Saving Throw shows on right now, which we've rated a number of times.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a bunch of other great content, and now they have us, which means even more great content. Yay!
Yeah.
Very happy, exceptionally excited to be a part of the team. Very cool. So, be sure to check them out during the day. You're needing your fix, check them out. As far as our schedule goes, for anyone new, you've been watching and thoroughly enjoying, no
Put the
doubt.
schedule on.
Here's Lament. Runs every Tuesday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. It's our all evil campaign. Every Wednesday night, we have from 10 p.m. to like roughly 11:30 p.m. Madbird Squawks, which is our talk show, or, as Victoria coined it, our D&D therapy, where we take people, guests from across all different campaigns, and we process, we talk, and we work out all the complexities of things that have happened to us. We take viewer submitted questions live in chat, as well as in our Discord. I don't know if anyone can put in the Discord command, so consider joining our Discord. We have a fun D&D campaign on there, text one. We have a bunch of amazing things, between just general chat areas to a nice safe space to talk about, mental health things with like-minded individuals. There's a TikTok channel, hilarious TikToks. There's all the things. So come join us.
priorities.
Yes. Currently Thursday we don't have anything. It's Critical Role and other things. So we
Thursday is
that'll
the
probably
Small Folk
last
campaign with a lot
time.
of
Yes,
folks.
check Kim's channel D20 TV for the amazing Small Folk campaign. What time does that run on Thursday, Kim?
It's 10 p.m. Eastern, and it has we have Gimbal, we have Andrew, who DMs the Tower of Dreams. Hopefully, we still have Steph, who DMs the Forsaken. We have Deontay and also Melissa on Thursdays.
Nice. All right, check it out. Every Friday night from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern, we have Stormfall, which is our heavy drama, all the feels after school special campaign. A lot going on. That's on episode, what, 100 and... geez, we're in the teens, 100 teens somewhere.
It's
Up there.
It's a lot.
It's amazing. Yep. We're in episode 73, Kira's Lament. So, ooh.
Way to be legendary. Way to make an impact on this one. Way to do it. Way to go.
Every Saturday we have a new campaign, Tower of Dreams, and that's it's 6 to 9.
6 to 9.
It's every 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern time every Saturday. Tower of Dreams, or Andrew from another campaign DMs that. We've got a bunch of folks in there every Saturday night from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. We have Kim's really dark, like Cthulhu-esque F with Your Mind voodoo, all sorts of amazing stuff campaign. Court of Thorns. Definitely, if you like mind fuckery, I mean, regardless, if you like any
Don't
tabletop
have
gaming,
any
watch it, but
important
definitely.
people in your life and play in this campaign because she just puts you through the ringer emotionally, and my character is in shambles right
Okay,
now.
let me just say that I asked them and they begged me unanimously. Steph was there. They begged me unanimously to go darker. So I started to slowly bring them into the darkness. I mean, I'm just being very slow
And
about
then she
it.
smacked us in the face with it because we asked her to.
No, I'm sorry. This is the slow part.
He doesn't even know
the
what
slow
light
part.
is anymore. He
This
lives in
is
the
the slow
darkness
part.
now.
You asked me to, I'm slowly bringing you in right
Hey, I
now.
learned a lot about you, though.
Every Sunday night, we have our new campaign on Sunday, or at the end of this month, we'll have our official episode 1 of a new campaign that Kim is DMing called Equilibrium. That's 5 to 8.
Yes, 5 to 8 on
5
Sundays.
to 8 Eastern Sundays. Yep.
This week is the last
one more
week.
lore
Yeah.
campaign. This
Yeah.
Where you talk about the lore. Next Sunday, nothing, because that's session 0, and then after that, which I think is the last Sunday of the month, you can start enjoying. And that's a wholesome campaign right there, where there's followers of Mystria that are restocking, they're stocking dungeons for magic items for people to find. Set in Wildmount, Critical Role Wildmount, yeah. So scope that out. Every Sunday night, our very own Vic DMs Obsidian Scar, which is our proper naughty campaign. And if you don't think that's an accurate title, watch this Sunday's episode.
There was a lot of out making.
I challenge anyone to watch that and come out and tell me with a straight face that is not our proper naughty campaign.
Yes, I don't think I've laughed so hard in my life.
Yeah. I don't know if I DM that so much as just
watched it happen.
Yeah, just
buckled in. Amazing.
Yeah.
And of course, every Monday night, our very own Steph in chat, a reaction queen. I absolutely love Steph's reactions to watching these. I live for it now. And our amazing, incredible DM, she does, I'm not going to limit her to that one small thing of reactions, but you can catch her DMing The Forsaken every Monday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. We had a tense episode last night. Oh my gosh, I'm glad we're alive. It's a wicked fun campaign. There's a lot of political intrigue, forbidden magic, floating cities, all sorts of crazy. We, as of course, the players just hoard all the quests and complete like 1% of them, but we're just like, gives all the quests, this, and never complete anything. Much to her chagrin, I'm sure, but makes for great TV. And I believe that's our current schedule for now. There, nice. Thank you, Kim. You can check it right out there. So thank you, everyone, so much. I think we're gonna raid. I guess, Kim, if you don't mind us raiding, I think Saving Throw Show is on. If you're up for that.
Saving Throw Show, yeah, absolutely.
Neat. And I hope we'll catch you all tomorrow for Madbird Squawks. We're gonna have, I believe, Kim. I believe Melissa.
Yeah. And
possibly I still have to hear back from Andrew. Maybe Andrew. If not, we might have someone else. We'll see. And then there'll be a more proper schedule put forth after that. Thanks in large part to Victoria, who's amazing. Thank you, Vic.
I'm good at spreadsheets. That's all.
Nice. All right. If you want to cue us up for the raid, Kim, I'll say we can do our final tour. Thank you so much again, everyone, for the hype train, for all the love. I hope you enjoyed the big surprise at the end. A huge props to Kim as well for making that happen, and for everyone playing. It's so amazing to say thank you.
Good night, guys.
Bye, guys.
Yay! Thank you, Kim.
Oh my God.